Is Discord working? Nope. They haven't heard a word we've said. Talk now. Oh my god.
Testing.
All right,
You can hear us
starting
now?
over. Hi, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
The music's been great. Thanks, Christy, for letting us know. Christy over here checking us out. Oh, okay.
Good thing we had just began.
Yeah, it's a good thing we just got started. You're awesome, Christy, for pointing it out. Yay, she can hear us. Okay, so we are in the land of Char. Hi. And we are in a desolate ruined temple that we just decided to meander into because, you know, our group has problems.
Why not?
We just like to do that. And why not?
Chaos.
And we're reminiscing about a previous land we encountered here in the Feywild that just looked identical to this, and the giant lava monsters we found in there, and the gorgons that turned Ildren to stone.
I think it was just one, actually. That's embarrassing to say, but
encountered
there's
two.
one
Just
Gorgon.
one turned you into stone.
Whap, whap.
Oh yeah, and everybody don't forget to thumbs up if you like the stream. We appreciate the support. More thumbs you get, the higher our stream goes on the list. So appreciate that, you guys.
Question for you, DM.
Thanks.
Is the special rock hopping ability we had last time gonna count for this realm?
Yes.
I
And
suck
as-
at it.
As you survey the ruins of the area, you see several smaller pillars that seem to have been broken or destroyed or hastily put in the lava of some kind. Those jumps look more difficult.
That's when they cut corners on highway construction.
They're built by lowest bidder.
Could we just assume that there's a lava monster that's going to try to jump out and grab us as we jump across these pillars?
Well, you know what they say when you assume. You end up being right more than you're wrong.
This is, I guess let's check out the rock we're on first.
True enough, we should take a look around. I remember quite getting my my hair and my horns singed regularly as we traversed through the last place.
Ruby, also, we are, at least on the stream that I'm seeing, we're only displaying the chat. Are we able to display the map?
The map is on display. You should refresh the
Okay.
stream.
See it?
Okay. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong stream then.
We need to eventually get it to where you can change your name.
Yeah.
I like DM. Just gets right to the point.
If anyone knows how to do that, drop it in chat. I'll do it tonight.
Change your name in YouTube.
Yeah. Be the Demolax.
Is this a bridge? What is this?
Where the hell did you go?
Yusara, you are looking at the way out/in.
Okay.
Wait, out/in. That's
Walking
really bad
around.
description.
Wanted to
Yeah.
see if there's anything fun.
Yeah, walking out around that little piece of ruin, you don't see anything super interesting.
I feel special standing in this spot. I'm not gonna lie.
Why are you guys all the way in the middle? Should I get away from the edge?
I don't know. It's your own prerogative if you want to get away from the edge.
Roll in. Let's go history check. Sana.
Ooh, okay, hold on one second. I gotta move some stuff around. I'm having some technical difficulties of everything not doing what it wants to do for me. Okay. History check. History. I'm not smart. I'm smart!
You're smart as hell.
I'm super smart!
-1.
And no, I'm not
You.
calling the DM master. Don't even think about it.
I really should be reading the chat. As you stand in the center of that temple, you do feel a little special. It's as if the walls are almost closing in on you, and suddenly all of those nervous thoughts come flashing back to you all at once, and you realize you're surrounded by little tiny pieces of artwork. Faded, peeled off the walls, almost nothing left, but they depict the history and the iconography of Tempest, something you would be familiar with, if not intimately familiar, at least a little familiar.
Oh, this brings back memories that hard to say if they are actually good memories, Yosara. You see this there? Look at the different descriptions on the pillars around us. This is 100% Tempest's place. I really need to get out of here. Oof.
Yeah,
And,
that doesn't sound like a good thing.
well, it's not that it's terrible, but I am what I am because of him. Because of his amalgamations within the world I lived in. So as much as it pains me, the memories are really there, and it's intense. Let's see what else we can find, because heaven knows, I hope we don't actually encounter him at all in this situation.
What is his situation? Is he actively trying to screw with you still?
It's not me he's trying to screw with specifically. He left, his governor, his representative in charge of Soon's world after he slapped her into the next, few centuries into the abyss of the astral plane. And apparently she got captured, by Solace, that we find out, which is, freaking sucks. And then when she finally gets released by this epic, intense emotional situation that happens in her home realm, she comes back corrupted. I mean, she offered me to help her defeat him, even though I'm technically not her child anymore. I am a child of Tempest because of what I've become, based on his input into her realm. I didn't always used to look like this,
I was about to say, that's where the horns came from, right?
Yeah. Lot of rituals, the Duke was just totally in line with Tempest. So I don't know where he is, but it's really frustrating because this realm looks just like Cinderland, and I know for a fact he's had multiple inputs in other realms we've been in, not just Soon's. So the fact that this looks like Cinderland, we've already know it's part of his land. Who knows what impact he's had, and I highly doubt he was ever captured based on his power and ability. So
yeah,
just pray that we don't encounter him in any of this.
Well, this is a temple of his?
It's not
a temple.
in
Just
use right
yeah,
now.
it doesn't really look
But
like it's currently being used, but
this is a room. This room right behind us has all the descriptions of certain things that were done that Tempest could do, that his avatars and his representatives could do, in a sense.
oh,
So
maybe we should learn a few things while we're here. Maybe we can learn how to fell him, so to speak, literally.
I would really love to find that. I highly doubt it's going to be at a place where he's vacation, but optimism.
You never know. Politicians in their summer homes, they leave all kinds of files just sitting around.
That's what I've heard. So let's pick a location and let's do a little dance across these stones. Isn't that what you told me last time, Ildren?
That's exactly what I said. Remember, it's all in the feet.
All in the feet. Keep the rhythm.
I mean, I remember I actually pull up my leg, and I think I still have some burns on this leg from the last time we tried to dance across lava.
I've got some scars, but they kind of blend in, so you can't really see them.
Well, lucky you. I have blue-purple skin.
It comes with the territory of being red. Hello, look at me.
You're also, just resistant to fire, too, so that makes things easier.
It does help, but, I mean, not permanently resistant. Fire will still hurt me after a time.
Right. You're not just completely immune to fire, but...
Yeah.
It's not gonna hurt you like it hurts me.
Very true, and it won't burn my hair off like it burns your hair off.
Yeah, it's still trouble growing back.
All right.
When you melt the ends like that.
Yosara?
Let's try and get to the center, maybe? There might be
Okay.
something.
So you want us to go across this straight one right here?
Seems like the safest.
I mean,
option.
we'll let Ildren go across first and watch him dunk his hair in the pretty lava and watch that burn, baby, burn.
You mean show you how it's done and not have even a toe step in the lava, yeah, I could do
try
that.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, remember,
if I want to go across the whole way in one go,
it
how
is
difficult is that?
two dexterity per jump.
Oh, so just a 22 to make it all the way across in one skirt?
He's gonna
Be
fail.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Oh, I for some reason I thought we were starting at 10 for the plus.
No, just 2 dexterity
Oh,
per
plus
jump.
another to get it across.
It's
Oh, okay.
2 plus 2 plus 2 per stones you're trying to jump.
Well, yeah, actually, it would just be for the stones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stones,
12
which would be 12 dexterity. Yeah, the last one you're landing on solid ground. So
Yeah, I don't know why I was assuming that it was the stones plus 10. Anyway, I'll take
that
that.
would be really brutal. I'm not that mean.
I
That's
appreciate
like
that.
my first DM shit. And the lava here does like 46 damage as opposed to 46 damage, which was 5d10 for him. Or
Yeah, I feel like
no,
that
I think it's actually
40d6
9d10.
where you're like submerged in lava. You take that.
I think lava is supposed to be 9d10.
All right, pretty boy, let's see those fast feet. Let's go.
Yes, ma'am. All right, acrobatics check. I'm going all the way.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, dirty
no
sword.
issue. You jump and ninja your way across like it is fucking nothing.
Alright, well, I have to try and do it better than him.
Obviously. Try being the operative word. Oh god, what is that?
I did not.
As you begin to make your way across, was that with advantage?
Yep, it dropped a 1.
Oh! Yeah, you do splash down in the right around the center. I'm going to go ahead and rewind you to right around there, where you take 4d6 damage, or go ahead and add 14 damage. I'll go ahead and add that in real quick. And right as you splash in there, come up yelping, you just hear, "No! Attack!" And 4 seemingly human archers pop around the corner and begin opening fire arrows on your party. As y'all are surprised and none of you have alert, I don't think, they all will get advantage on their surprise round as they open fire with arrows on basically all of you, with the first 2 going for the chick in the center, because that would be the easiest target. Of course, the first one... Wait a minute, your AC is 13? That sounds low,
Sound right.
even for you.
Don't think it is. I have armor.
Yeah, your base AC should be higher than, or right around 13.
I have +1 leather armor right now.
Yep, and, well, I guess it is 13. And 3 dex. Okay, don't know what happened there. Hang on. Base AC, shield, dex. Your armor is not equipped.
You gotta put your armor on, man.
Yeah, you gotta put your... You've been running around naked this whole time?
Pat, your Char is an amazing transformer. She's not been running around naked. They're just trying.
No, you're good. I got it. That
wanna
first one should have been a miss. You're actually 15 because you have some sort of +1 armor from something you got. Second one takes a shot at you as you are pulling yourself out of the lava. That one is going to hit as you are struck by an arrow. Taking max damage from that arrow as you're halfway submerged in the lava. Someone takes a shot at you, Sana, and you, watching Yosara, take max damage from that arrow. And Ildren, you are too close to take a shot at, so they take a shot at Sana, and you hear a heavy as it plinks off your armor, and you look down, seeing where the arrow has just completely shattered across your armor. That being said, go ahead and roll initiative, as you have been surprised by these peoples.
The dice do not like me tonight, guys.
Yeah,
I think you're using up all of your good luck for later on.
We'll go with that.
Mm-hmm. That's a second nat 20 from Sona.
Okay, well, with that, Sana, you are up. as you see these archers coming out of various semi-concealed locations, and they have fired on you and your friends.
What's the furthest one, the closest one to me? How far away is it?
I don't know, about 50 feet probably?
Okay, I'm gonna activate my... Sorry, what, Yosara?
I was saying there's the guy right in front of Ildren.
Yeah, I was gonna smack the crap out of the one that I could see, which was right in front of Ildren. I'm gonna use my spiritual weapon and send it out 60 feet in front of me and smack into that person.
Okay. Spiritual weapon should reach... Yeah, you're well within range. Alright, so you have got a spiritual weapon. What is this spiritual weapon which hits this poor guy?
It's gonna look like a flaming smiley face.
And is it gonna smiley face stamp him?
Yeah, it's literally gonna come up to him, smile, and go with its face.
The spiritual
Smiling the whole time.
Its smile will never waver. It's got like the big eyes and the smile, like the
Yeah, like that. What do they call it? The Glasgow smile, where it reaches the ears.
Yeah. And it's just gonna go
like almost like that disturbed smile. Yeah.
That's the most horrifying spiritual weapon I think I've ever heard.
Yeah. The dildo chainsaw wasn't as bad. All right, go ahead and roll damage.
And you guys can thank Christy in chat for that because she spoke with the yes, go with that, and she's got the smiley face.
So it should have some sort of a damage modifier on that, I believe.
Okay. So lasts for 1 minute. You can make a melee spell attack against. I put it up there. It takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Yep.
So
and with charisma. So, I'll just add to that. So it takes 5 damage from being beaten in the face with a giant smiley face. Yeah, you can tell it barely hit him, but the shock of seeing it has done more damage than the actual hit itself.
The psychological damage is real, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, that's going to stick with him for a long time if he survives this fight.
I still have my movement, and I would like to advance on with shield drawn and a protective stance facing towards the enemies in the lower right corner of the screen. I'm going to advance on Yosara and retrieve her from the lava.
Okay. How many things are you jumping across? You could go basically up to 3.
Yeah, I'm only moving 3, so I'm getting right next to her, so I can help her on the stone in front of me, basically.
I'm sure it won't matter, but just in case, give me a dexterity or acrobatics roll. You're looking for a 6 or higher. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. I just, I gotta check with some people. Gotta check. Keep them honest.
Our DM is kind of mean, and if I hadn't, he would have made me fall into the lava. I'm just saying, chat.
You can jump freely, a number of them based off your dexterity modifier, and since your dexterity modifier is Z, I don't know, that's kind of where I'm going with this, yeah.
I don't have one. He's so mean. Anyways, Yosara, grab my hand, and I'm holding my shield out to save us from any arrows peppering against us.
I'll call that a bonus action for you to help her up, but yeah, she's... with that, Yes, you hear some scruffling around in the background, and nothing interesting happening. But Ildren, it is your turn.
On the bar.
There's a creepy smiley face behind you. Watch out.
Yeah, I see that fly over my head, immediately begin running away from it. I'm gonna activate my blade song with a bonus action. Oh, let me do that. Now that we have it.
Hang on, I'm going to remove your effects first. Now go ahead and reactivate it.
Okay. I drag it onto myself, right?
Yes. Now it should be active. I think I fixed this earlier.
Well, we'll find out next time you try to swing at me.
Yes.
Too true.
Okay. That's bonus action, so that'll put my movement speed up to 40. So I'm going to skirt around to the left side. Or my right. Ildren's right, as he runs in. I'm gonna yell out, I'm gonna go for the guy on the west.
Okay.
and I'm going to use an action to dash, and I'm not going across this crappy bridge. I learned my lesson from trying stuff like that.
Not going the crappy bridge. Got it.
How far can I get across the good bridge going to the northwest?
I mean, with your dash action, you could go the whole way because you've got 80 feet of movement. I mean, that would...
Yeah. Okay, well then I'm going to try to do that. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 12 DC to get across?
Yep.
Right.
And right as you start your jumping across, a human female pops out and takes a shot at you with a heavy longbow.
What?
It misses, so you don't
and it
get
fixed my AC.
disadvantage on your... Yeah, I know. That fixed that AC, so you're good.
Nice.
Nope, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
I still saw her. I still know she shot at me.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Well
can
then,
assure you that Yosara and Sana do not actually want to be where they are, Christy. We really would rather be on solid ground right now.
yeah, I look back and I'm like, guys, come on, get away, get across the bridge already. I've gone across 2.
Give us a minute!
Do what? Hang on. What's up?
She licked the frozen turkey.
Ugh.
Time out. So the person talking
My-
is...
The turkey popsicle.
Emily just walked in. Our 2-year-old is upstairs crying. She proceeded to pour herself a drink from my office bar and is talking about Charlotte licking the turkey. Can you say that in Russian?
Jesus, Alex, come on.
I'm putting you on the spot.
You are on the spot. Emily, you're fine. Don't listen to him. He's
Don't worry
crazy.
about it. She's saying you're
Always
fine.
do this. She licked the frozen turkey. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. I can't do it on the spot. God damn it. She licked the whole fucking turkey,
There
okay?
you go.
The whole fucking frozen turkey. She licked it.
Why?
Ugh. I mean, that's the
She's
worst
2.
kind of popsicle.
She's
In
too.
Mother Russia, we would assassinate her for this. Okay? She licked the fucking turkey. You understand?
In Mother
Wait,
Russia, turkey lick you.
This is one
Where
of
was
those
this
episodes of
turkey?
survival. Either she's going to fucking survive it because she licked the entire fucking raw turkey, or she's going to die.
Alex
And we
is
get a new
dying.
one. This is why.
This
Survival
is
of the
how we
fittest.
test.
Did you lick the whole turkey? Yes, you
Yeah.
licked the turkey.
That's a face that licked
This
the
one's
turkey.
no good anymore. She licked the entire turkey. You understand? This is your fault.
Can you take her to decontamination? Just take her outside and spray her with the hose. There's only an inch of snow on the ground. She'll be fine.
I mean,
It's Colorado.
It's Colorado. It's fine, guys. Oh my gosh, that's great.
as long as you didn't let it off, there's probably no bacteria.
She's saying I got him. Don't worry about it. She's saying she doesn't want to be sprayed with the hose.
Oh.
She does. She's like, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Hey, we all went through it, all right?
Hang on a second. Let me close my office door.
Chat. It was wonderful of you to meet Emily and Charlotte. Bye-bye.
So, for those of you who have not seen them, that is Emily, my wife, and Charlotte, my 2-year-old.
But I have a
Anyway.
question.
Go ahead.
What? The frozen turkey was in 2-year-old reach? Where do you guys keep the turkey?
So, for those of you who don't have 2-year-olds, everything is in 2-year-old reach, because the minute you think it's not, they put an extra stat point into acrobatics and find a way to ninja up on whatever the hell you just did. Or she unlocked open freezer ability recently, and she already had climb object you're not supposed to, and so she proceeded to climb up the freezer and then proceeded to pull turkey out, and then I'm sure face hug the turkey with her mouth. Yes.
You'd make an amazing blade dancer. I have to
Yes,
approve.
yeah, and it probably made that sound too.
Yeah.
So hopefully she has also put a stat point into salmonella resistance.
Poison resistance.
Poison resistance, yes.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And Ildren, you
So-
turned. Stop dancing away from us. Good lord.
Sorry to
Also,
Taking care of
change
business.
the mood of everything. But yes, as you ninja across, a human female with a huge scar across one side of her face fired some sort of a heavy-looking longbow at you, and is now looking at you face to face as you have danced across. A little bit of respect and admiration in her eyes, as well as a sense of fear, foreboding, and this is not going to go well for one of us as you stare her down.
Mhm. I think we can take a guess on which one that's going to be. I got a new sword, and there's a goddess inside it.
That has so much wrong connotation to it. Sana
That
yells all the
sounds
way across the
very
lava.
In context, it's totally appropriate.
I didn't actually hear anything dirty in that at all.
Yeah. I think the problem is the listener on this one.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
think it
not.
is too.
It's totally
Is there an
not.
update for our listeners?
Gross, Sona. Jeez.
So what you doing as you stare her down?
Oh, that's it.
You
I'm
have
out of
used
action
your
and bonus
action,
action. So I stare her down.
Stare
I'm gonna
harder.
get to you.
Yeah.
Just give me a second. Don't go in
Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything.
With that, one of the archers on the lower right takes a shot at Yosara. And that would hit even with, let's see, Ruby, do you have a protectability that would apply? I don't think so on this one.
Yeah, I should
Do
actually.
you?
Because my aura of protection is around us.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you
I think
have a
it-
friendly creature within 10 feet, you must make a saving throw. The creature gains a bonus to the saving throw equal to your charisma modifier. But I don't know if that applies.
Saving throw, this is just a regular attack.
Okay.
And so Yosara takes another harrow. As Ildren has run across and there's a giant smiley face, the other archer on the platform is going to take another shot at Sana, having plinked off of her armor the first time, is going to plink directly into her armor. This time the arrow, when it hits you, it does that like compound crushing thing where it just crushes right into your armor, and you feel like a little tickle, like right above your, like your belly, like someone tried to tickle your belly button, like stick their finger in it, but they kind of missed, and it's like, it like irritates, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that yours. I've
Interesting
also
way
got
to
my
describe
shield
it.
up, by the way, so I'm in a protective stance. So, like, when it
Yeah.
pinks, I'm like, I feel it go, dook, and I'm like, huh?
And that's the noise it makes, actually, is when an arrow hits steel armor, it goes, dook, dook, dook. All right, with that, Yosara, you're up.
Alright, I'm tired of getting hit by arrows, so I'm gonna cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay.
So there are now 4 Yosaras standing here. And then I'm gonna try and get off these
On
rocks.
one pillar?
You okay?
There's 4
As
Yosaras
several
right in front of
Yosaras spawn all around the rocks and lava.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll. What's your dex modifier is 3, so you would be able to move across 3 rocks without. Yeah, you can make it just fine. You don't have to roll for that.
And I will...
So that was normal movement. So that was about 20 feet of movement that you've moved.
Well, I don't want to be face to face with this guy. So I'm gonna...
Creepy
Go.
smiley face, say hi. By the way, the smiley face is going to turn and kind of look at Yosara as Yosara starts backing away from it.
Yeah, I'm gonna back away from the smiley face now. That's terrifying.
Its giant, unblinking eyes stare past your skin and into your bones.
Thank you. Thanks, I hate it. Get away from the smiley face. So I get to see this one guy, and I don't think I can bonus action dodge as a rogue. It's just dash or disengage.
It
So,
is dodge, dash, dip, dive, and duck if you have 2 levels of rogue.
2 levels of rogue. I thought I could only disengage or dash bonus action.
Wait. Hang on. I thought you can dodge as a...
Your Cunninglingous action allows you to do all 3. You can
That's
dive,
true.
dodge, and dodge.
I for whatever reason, thought dodge was just
As a bonus action, this action can be used to dip, dive, dash, disengage, or hide. So you're right. You can't dodge. But you can dash or disengage.
Okay. I guess I will dash and come over here.
I knew there was 3. I couldn't remember what the third one is. Of course it's hide.
I will dash over here to this corner.
Okay. You have dashed over there to that corner. With that, the other... Anything else? The other 2 archers take their shots. The first one pops out with your shield up. He takes a shot at you, Sana, and... Nat 20s! As you raise your shield, it goes under the shield and hits you for 12 damage. That's it?
By the way, Christy's analogy of the smiley face is the Batman symbol, but with like a smiley face instead of the bat symbol, and it's a deadly beam of light. And I want to change my thing into that.
Does that make you Commissioner Gordon?
Yes.
We need to get you a mustache, a very strong mustache.
Anyways, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so you take a hit from the first harrow. The second archer is actually pretty close to Ildren and watches you square off against whoever that girl is. So he just takes a shot at you point blank, and he hits, checking your armor class. With your blade song, you're 17. It matches your armor class. So it seems to be working. Hits you for 8 more damage. Y'all are feeling the effects of this fight. With that, it is Sana's turn.
Okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and advance.
Okay. You have no problem jumping over the rest of that. And, yep, right there would be about 20 feet of movement. So you'd still have, 5 to 10 feet,
So
10
I'm
feet of movement, however you want to use it.
Since my smiley face is there, I am going to move in a position and immediately strike the archer in front of me down.
Okay.
And my bonus action is to move my smiley face to hit him again while I'm going to do 2 sword strikes on the character.
No worries. So it's smiley face attack and then 2 sword strikes. Go ahead and roll attacks on those.
Okay. So
What is going first?
we're going to just go smiley face first because I'm walking right up to
Okay.
him.
That was a hit, but you didn't roll the attack.
Oh, sorry.
Which that would hit anyway. Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll your weapon attack as your smiley face just goes BAM! He's bewildered by the smiley face and staring at it, and your sword cut goes completely unnoticed. He doesn't even try to block. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, come on.
You minimum that damage, but even as you minimum it, he's just a little bit out of range. The sword just cuts right through whatever cloth he was wearing, and blood sprays, and he looks as there's this huge gash in his arm. For some reason, your sword just cut through like he wasn't even wearing armor.
Can I try my D10 on him?
No, as your bonus action was used to smiley face bash him. So you can make a second.
Gotcha.
Yep. And that would be a critical as you crit with a 19. So
what is that? That's a...
Just hold shift and then roll damage. As you slam your sword into him, he bifurcates in an angle and then all of a sudden splits apart into 2 pieces, and the pieces slide with a weird squishy noise as he falls into 2 pieces. And though it's strange, Yosara, you see just a little bit of this in your corner of your eye. You know it can't, but part of the smiley face looks like it smiles a little bit wider.
Ew.
And
What
I'm
have we
going
done?
to yell over at Ildren, just in effect, after I basically slice through this archer. You need to slow down! Just scream.
What? I can't hear you!
Like,
You're so far away!
It's gonna slice through and it's gonna be, you need to slow down!
Followed up by this.
Yeah, I look behind me and just see a person get separated in 2 and we go, oh god! Fine! Really know how to make your
my
point.
turn is done.
Okay. With that, the archer with the face scar just goes ham on you, Ildren, and squares off against you, pulling a longsword,
Where are they?
making 2 attacks on you. The first one hits. The second one
Where are they?
hits.
Gosh, barely.
Take two hits from this longsword,
Ow.
and then the person uses a bonus action to disengage and run further into the temple ruins.
What the hell was that?
Ildren, you're up.
I actually didn't see her. I didn't see her icon on the screen.
With
Which
the
direction does she run?
disengage, can he do a opportunity attack before he actually takes his actual attack?
Okay, she was here and then ran this
That
way.
way? Okay. Gotcha.
If they use the disengage action, you cannot make an attack of opportunity unless you have
Right.
Sentinel, I think, maybe.
I have.
You could, but like everyone else is like, lame.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
cannot.
I can. I'm not there yet because you're too
La-di-da
fast.
for you.
Smiley face. Got you, bro.
I think I found the leader. God, at least she hits like it. What about the other archer? Where is he? Up on top of something?
No.
No, he's on the floor.
You guys can see him, right? He should
Yeah, I
only
can
be.
see him. I just wasn't sure if he was like
there's
up on a.
shadow for some of us, so it's just.
Yeah, there's a
you
bit
know.
of
Yeah, so that's line of sight, and
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
intentional.
saying. I
But
know
yeah,
that's intentional.
Well, then I'm
that
running
is
up. to
dynamic
him.
terrain brought to you by Fantasy Grounds. Yes, you can. Yeah, just run up to him, and yep, you're now within striking distance.
Okay, and I'm going for swipes with my sword.
Okay.
Mm,
That's gonna hit.
Nice.
Making a second swipe.
Oh yeah.
Oh. As you slice, he goes out to block, but the only thing he has in his hand is an arrow he was about to load, and the cut comes and cleaves off his arm completely, and then 1/4 of the side of his head, and he touches the open brain part with the arm that's still there, with a combination of confusion, amusement, and fear, and just falls to the ground completely unmoving.
I just immediately swing back towards the direction of the girl who just sliced me pretty damn good. And I say, this was not a very good welcome. We don't even know who you are. But you've already started something, so I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to close the. Actually, can I?
That's pretty close.
Can I close the distance between us?
Probably.
With
Yeah,
40
I would
feet?
think so. Yeah, definitely. That would be all your movement, though.
Do that, yeah, and then I don't really think I got a bonus action or anything right now. Why didn't I activate Mage Armor when we first arrived? Why do I
don't
never
know.
do this? It's like the one thing I should remember to do every time. That's my turn.
You still have a second attack, don't you?
Oh,
Don't
did
you
I?
make 2 attack? Don't you make 2 attacks when you attack?
No, I attacked her twice. I attacked the archer twice.
You did not.
No, I didn't. Oh,
You did
never
not.
mind.
No. First cut was enough to just cleave him apart. The archers don't do well against slashing damage. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
He does.
Go ahead and roll damage.
I saw the 10 there for a second, but
You slash into her, and it does some pretty good damage, but gonna have to do more than that to kill someone who actually has some skill about them.
well, that's fine. I am a little concerned because I just lost sight of all my teammates.
The 2 archers in the corner pop out, and
Oh, no.
seeing that there's nobody on their area, take a shot at Sana. And you hear a clink as it just clips off the side of your shoulder, and followed up by as the arrow lands in the lava. Yosara, you're up.
I'm going to. Ildrin's run around the corner, but I can't get to him. So I'm going to come up here and shoot at the archers to map right.
Okay.
Eldritch Blast time.
Eldritch Blast.
The first Eldritch Blast hits, blasting him for 10 damage. Yeah, he felt that. The second one, as you fire, you go, and it shoots straight up, and then a piece of rock falls on your head. It doesn't do any damage, but you look around, and fortunately nobody saw that because you feel really stupid. The only person who may have seen it was the smiling face, which smiles a little bit wider.
Start shooting at that smiley face soon.
This thing is going to be like Pac-Man in a second.
Phase everything.
I'm going to take the rest of my movement to go up here. And probably around there. Yeah, I'm just trying to get closer to Sana.
No worries.
And that's my turn.
The other archer on the corner takes a shot at Sana and hits! As Sana, as you have just murdered one of those other people, you feel a sharp shooting pain in your right butt cheek, and you look down and it has gone through the links of your chainmail, Yeah, you got an arrow in your butt.
I got an arrow in my butt. All right, that's it. Dishonor. Dishonor on you. Dishonor on your cow. Dishonor on your whole family. I'm coming for you.
I'm facing down the human with the blade, and I'm pointing my sword at her. I'm like, you hear that? She's pissed now. Last time she got an arrow in her butt, everyone got cut in half. So you better just surrender right now. And everyone else is sitting around in this temple.
Oh, okay. So is it my turn now?
Yes.
How far away are they?
Pretty far.
How far away are they?
What are you trying to do?
Measure.
Well, that's
5
part of the fun
miles.
of the game. It's called Fog of War, where you make a guess and then you make your action based off that
As
guess.
a bonus action in turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet.
Well, that is 20 feet.
Smiley face is moving in that direction.
Yusara, you feel a little bit better as Smiley Face is no longer in eye shot, but as it flies out of view, just the way it turns, you're not sure, but you feel like it tried to wink at you. But that can't happen. It's got to be a stagnant Smiley Face, right?
It's somehow worse now that I don't know where it is.
It's like when you see a spider and you try to smack it, and then all of a sudden it just completely disappears, and you know it's out for revenge, and you didn't get it.
Okay, what I am gonna do is I'm going to take my movement and go this direction, because I'm just pissed at Ildren anyways, because he ran off.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What are you not interested in?
You know, it's a normal everyday occurrence. I love him for it, but I hate him at the same time. I'm gonna
So that would be all of your movement to go across. So if you used your action, you could try to dash across.
I don't have the good skill, so I'm only gonna go like halfway. So I'm gonna go
Okay.
to like.
You do 3 or 4.
I'm gonna try 4, and I'm gonna have
Okay.
in a crouch protective position because my last action I actually want to try and do I have another action after this? I was gonna do lay on hands on myself once I'm.
You could do that.
Okay.
All right. Nice. You actually do it deftly. Excellent skill, and then you realize nobody is looking but the smiley face.
I'm gonna wink over at my own smiley face.
Blank face, just smile.
Yeah, it's just gonna give me a smile back. That's all. It knows it loves me, and I love it, so that's all it is. All right, I'm gonna lay 2 times on myself.
Yeah, I just have it in counts of 5. You can technically do it any amount.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do 10,
Yeah.
and then that'll be the end of my turn. By the way, my shield is now like I'm in a protective stance on the stone.
I gotcha. All right. With that, the archer you're squaring off against doesn't say anything and instead just attacks you directly twice, Ildren. First one hits. Second one, oh no. As she slashes, the sword gets stuck into the wall for a second, and as she goes to pull it out,
that's embarrassing.
she falls over, falling prone.
Oh my god. You sure you want to fight us? We can surrender at any time. We can make this stop at any moment.
With that, Ildren, it's your turn. How do you want to do? No.
Oh, is it my turn? Actually.
It is your turn, actually.
Oh, well then, does she surrender whenever I bring up that possibility?
She hasn't said a word to you.
Well then, I guess I'm gonna take my opportunity and slash at her.
Okay. Attack should automatically have advantage as she is prone.
How?
If you're making melee attacks.
Right. I will. I'm gonna melee booming blade her with my sword.
Oh.
But that only triggers on damage if she tries to move. Oh shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh, good. It didn't trigger. Alright.
The first one, yeah, that's going to hit. 23.
How messed up does she look?
I mean, she's starting to show damage, but she's still pretty good. About quarter.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna go for another swing.
Okay. And Booming Blade's one of those spells that always confuses me. How's that one work?
It basically I convert one of my attacks into the booming blade attack, and it triggers them with a little bubble. If they move at all, that bubble bursts and gives them damage.
Gotcha.
So this attack is just a normal attack. But she already got the boom and blade stuff on her.
And that attack's gonna hit. As she's down for the count, you minimum the damage and just tink.
Whap, whap. Whatever.
I mean, everything is great except for your damage.
Yeah. I mean, she's still prone with a booming blade on her and everything. I feel
Vindicated?
I feel vindicated. Does she have disadvantage to hit me if I try to pop out of her range? You know what? She has that bow on her. That would be a waste of time. I'm just gonna stay put. That's my turn.
Okay. With that, the archer seeing the sauna charging at him are going to... First archer's going to fire and miss. As you feel a clink, it just plinks off your shield. Yosara, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna pop out next to the skeleton here so I can see what the hell's going on.
Not a skeleton, it's a bifurcated man.
He's been cut in half, remember? Shlunk.
Yosara, like, peeks around the corner, so I'm standing in between the two body pieces.
Yeah. By the way, your shoes get -1 to beauty.
That's okay, I can make them look like anything.
She's not wrong.
And I'm just gonna go back to blasting, try and take out this Charger over here.
First one's gonna... Yeah, that's gonna hit. As you blast him. It does some decent damage. He's, looks a little shitty. Second one. Okay, roll damage.
Critical hit.
There's a wet slap. As you look almost like you don't hit him as he stands there. And then you're like, something's different. And then you realize his entire face is missing. And you realize that just the way the smiley face was, it was blocking that. So for a split second, it looks like he has that Glasgow smiling face. Then his body crumples to the ground, completely immobile as his head has been detached.
I'm gonna... Can I... No, I'll just stay there. Terrifying. I'm just staring at the smiley face now.
It looks back at you unblinking.
Baby. As always.
This is what Yosara's doing mid-combat.
And she's glaring. It's a glaring fight going on between you and my smiley.
A true war face. As you have killed the stronger of the two archers, the archer number 3 runs inside of the temple. With that, Sana, you're up.
I want to yell at Sana, where did you go?
Upon hearing something behind me, I'm going to kind of like lean back slightly and go, other direction, and then proceed to march straight across the stones after the archer that supposedly, I'm assuming, shot me in the ass.
That's enough.
I am then going to pivot, wiggle my finger, and make my smiley face come directly towards me. As close as he can.
Do you have to make it creepier by wiggling your finger?
Yeah. Yes. I'm in a creepy mood. Alright, so I can see him here. Is this like a window?
Oh, it's me just not setting things up correctly.
Okay, I'm going to proceed to find him. How do I get to him? I guess is the best way. This way or that way?
It's up to you.
Scrunching across the dead remains, I'm going to dive straight into the temple.
And you're out of movement.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't be able to reach him. You could use your action to dash, but then you wouldn't be able to attack.
No, and my smiley face can't make it. So, I'm going to actually leave myself out here just so I can kind of see Yosara.
Okay.
I'll actually stay right here. I did not go in. I'm going to stay there and wait so I can bring my smiley face right up to me.
Okay. The archer is going to get up and attempt to move away. What happens with booming blade?
She blows up. No.
Ooh.
She makes... Oh no, she just takes a damage. Okay, so I'm just going to roll the damage. She takes some thunder damage.
Thunder!
Thunder!
That's exactly what you needed. As you
No.
As you watch the explosion, her skin starts to peel back, and you can tell she's really, really, really starting to hurt. As she's below 50% HP, she moves back, using her bonus action to disengage, and then falling down. She goes, okay. Just call your dogs off. Just stop this.
They're more kittens with really sharp claws, but yeah.
And, by the way, in the middle of that, Ildrin feels a cold chill run down his neck because Sana just felt somebody call her a kitten.
Okay, with
reason
that,
why I stood very
Ildrin,
far away from you.
what are you doing?
I'm walking towards this bowman and grabbing her by the neck and saying, they'll stop as soon as I bring you back out there and you surrender to them personally. And I start dragging her back towards the edge of the...
As she is partially resisting you, you guys can make it about that far. So let's just see what happens as Yosara and Sana, having no knowledge of this, continue their turn.
Absolutely.
Sana, you're up.
It's my turn now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to step into where I can see.
Yeah, the archer was attempting to hide and did not do a great job, but as you do come around, he takes a shot at you, and actually that hits. So you take an arrow. This time, in your knee, you're an adventurer who just took an arrow in your knee.
Oh, God.
Seeing the other entrance down here, can my smiley face go through the back and come around the back side of him?
I mean, that sounds really dirty, but no, it can't quite make it.
Okay, well, it's headed that way. It's coming around. I'm going to look down at the arrow at my knee and be like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. And proceed to march straight up to him.
You hobble straight up to him.
And smack him in the face.
Go ahead and roll attacks.
Should have done that.
Yep, that's going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
And just because I'm in a really pissed off mood from getting shot in the knee, and I'm not getting married,
and the butt.
ass.
That's a lot of dice.
You swing with all of your might and close your eyes, and when you open them out of frustration to make your second attack, you see two boots with ash all around them. No archer, a bow, a little bit of clothing, a quiver of arrows, and a few seconds later, that smiley face comes around the corner, still Glasgow grinning.
And I'm going to say, don't worry, little buddy. You just can't move as fast as Mama. It's okay.
I want everybody to notice Sana just called herself Mom.
Yeah, I did. Notice that.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else!
Character development.
Canon.
Oh, okay. And then I'm going to do 2 lay on hands on myself.
As you start to treat yourself, you pull the arrow out of your knee and the head comes off, and you have to fish around in there for a little bit, and you feel the arrowhead scraping on bone for a second before you pull it out, and then you heal it. Like, you're fine, but then you just look back at the boots and you're like, you son of a bitch, I'm glad you're gone. And the smiley face still smiling.
Yep.
God, you do a really creepy one, Alex.
I get that from my dad.
Oh, gosh. Wow. All right. Well, I can neither see nor hear anybody, and I have pulled the arrow out of my butt and my knee, fishing around for both and healing both. I am now going to wait for my next turn to move out with my smiley face surprisingly still floating. He's got a little bit time left, just a little bit.
And with that, the archer you have grabbed just goes, okay, I'll surrender, just spare my men.
Is that the one saying that to me?
Yes.
I'll scream out, I got the leader! She's ready to surrender!
Do you have a way to amplify your voice?
I do not, so, you know,
Do you
we'll
have
see
a
what
way
happens.
to actually yell loud enough that any of us could hear you?
I mean,
I mean,
Yosara's like 40
like,
feet away with a clear
yeah,
line of
40
sight, so
feet.
she could hear.
Right. Could I hear?
No.
Yay.
You've got 2 buildings in your way, and you're in the middle of chopping somebody to dust.
Pretty
You know
much,
what? We got our prisoner for questions. Just have at it.
Okay.
Oh, is it my turn? Is that why you?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm gonna continue dragging her towards the edge. That's what I yell as I do that. But seeing as I can't really jump across with her, I'm just gonna hold her next to the lava with a sword to the back of her neck. And if I have like an action, I'm gonna try to like disarm her, like take off her sword and like toss it in the lava.
Sure, yeah, you can disarm her, and you throw her longsword in the lava. She has that long bow. Are you throwing that in the lava as well?
If I can?
Yeah, you could. Tossing that in the lava?
I don't know. I'm getting a reaction right now, and I don't know why.
I'm just having fun with you. So you're throwing her equipment in the lava, her weapons?
Yeah.
Okay. As you throw the bow in the lava, she just goes, "Oh, that was really expensive," as a clearly magical, very powerful bow melts into slag.
It's gonna be powerful. You could have broken it down on the damn sword. You
No!
stupid.
No,
So
I thought it was a regular longbow.
Oh.
Her relatively evenly priced longsword melts with no reaction, but the longbow clearly that
What's the
depresses
reaction
her
of
just
the
a bit.
sword? What is the reaction of the sword?
Eh,
The goddess would have known.
She's
Oh,
a little
yeah.
tired right now. Okay,
No.
don't bring her into this.
Mm.
yeah, the sword just says, "Well, I mean, that's one way to do it, but if you were going to sacrifice it to something, I would have been better. I'm just saying, I'm right here, would have got you,
I
you know what?
I didn't
You know
see
what?
the runes until it was already flying in the lava, and at that point,
You know what? They were hard to
almost
see, and
made.
honestly, they weren't that pretty. I mean, we could do better. We
Yeah,
could do better.
you know-
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Do you have any idea how many magical longbows I've found?
That many.
Not really.
They're
any at all,
they're
but-
common. They're like rodents and rice. They're just
Totally
everywhere.
a diamond
And the next
button.
one's gonna be way cooler than whatever that one was. That was
Yeah, seriously, I'm totally into this.
Same.
Yeah, we can do better.
Oh, they're both in denial.
Let's just try to move on from this turn, because
I've already done. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm just gonna stand here.
You keep bringing it up.
I'm not talking anymore.
Holding hostage is hearing him just have a one-sided conversation.
The prisoner is horrified.
Oh yeah,
Just
I
for
look like a
every
crazy
part
person.
of the spectacle. I mean, between you trashing her expensive weapons to the point where you're
I
now
don't even
talking
care
her
about
sword,
money.
she's now looking into the lava
You can't
like
even
it
buy
might
your
be
way out of
safer
it.
to just jump. Like, yeah, there's no good options here for her.
Oh.
Oh God Almighty.
Moving on.
Hmm. Let's forget this ever happened. Is it?
She looks up at you like,
I said forget it ever happened. Oh gosh. I say now, go get it! I point at the longbow.
she looks over the edge, considering it for a second, and
I'm
then looks
joking.
back at you.
Unless
So
you're-
I take it you don't work for Tempest, do you?
I'm taking it by that sentence. You don't work for Tempest.
No, we were resisting him, but you seemed like the kind of people who would up until...
Why would you think
Whatever
that I
that
look over
was.
across the way and see Sona's giant horns and her just cleaving people in half and turning them to dust? Why would you think that we're... Oh...
You know
I
what? You just
what
totally
you
answered
mean.
your own fucking question.
Uh...
Dude, did I not say earlier I am a machine of Tempest?
Yeah. No, I kind of see
It
where
was
you're
the
coming
horns. It was the horns.
from. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Well, we
Uh-huh.
have a little bit of communication to do. Let's try to save your friends before everyone gets executed.
I would be really grateful. I only have 4 men here.
I'd start shouting at the top of my lungs, telephone this shit over to Yosara! They're not with Tempest!
I just call back. Too late. They're dead.
Damn it! Are they really all dead? I can't see everybody.
Yeah, pretty sure they are.
You
good.
killed one, Yosara's killed one, and I've killed 2.
Hmm. Well,
Should have surrendered earlier.
this was a very quick thing. You know, if people swing on us, we swing back, and we tend to swing pretty hard, so there's gonna be a
She
little...
starts rubbing her temples.
It's gonna be an L
So
for you guys
you
today.
killed all of my guards, destroyed our best weapons, and okay.
Be fair.
And you're not
fair.
even the...
Your weapon didn't look that cool.
She stands up. Well, sometimes the best things aren't wrapped in the coolest packages.
Well, sometimes people, have to act before thinking, which is what I did about 4 turns in a row. So,
Arrow in the butt.
how about you just
So
wait
she
for
stops
my
and goes,
catch up?
wait. This is you guys acting with thinking?
No, they probably thought a little bit more than me. I didn't think much at all. I'm actually incredibly intelligent. I just don't think. If I took like an extra second to get through things, things might be different. But I'm trying to live more with the current. I'm trying to be more loosey goosey. I got this sword, and my goddess is inside of it, and this is all about me just trying to get in tune with her.
Over to Eldrin.
Yeah, she looks over at you, Yosara, and goes, Are you the leader? Because I can tell this guy isn't.
I look back, I realize Sona can't hear me, and I'm like, yeah, of course I am.
And by the way, Sana's moved out to where like she's kind of in view if Yosara moves up, but she's actually just playing with her little smiley face, just waiting for it to dissipate because she knows it's gonna die soon. But she's like, "You're such a good smiley face, such a sweet smiley face. Yes, you are. Yes, you are."
I look like I'm about to correct Yosara and be like, actually, Sona's and then I see her just going, I'm like, nah, yeah. Talk to Yosara about any kind of decision making.
The smiley face disappears, and
Aww.
Yosara are witnessing this archer with a huge scar across one face, very confused, kind of mourning over the loss of her men, and looking down at the pile of slag in the lava.
Can I go and join them across?
Sure.
I jump across one stone.
I mean, there's a heavy as flames kind of fly up for a second, and Yosara, you take 10 damage as you try to run across.
I
rolled a 3.
Oh, you looked at Sona's check.
I rolled a 3 to move just
Sorry.
over here. She rolled a 14 because I know I need to get back over to them.
So-
it's just rolling.
So if you're going slowly, you don't have to roll. It's only if you're running really quickly.
Oh, then I'm going super slow across these.
Okay.
I'm just taking my.
All right. So
sweet
never mind.
time.
Ignore that. I thought that was Yosara for some reason. Yosara, you ran across with no issue anyway, just to be a badass.
Go.
I'm gonna motion for Ildrin, or like go over here by this woman and be like, maybe we should step away from the lava.
Yeah, don't worry. I already got rid of all of her weapons.
Unarmed, she goes over to you. Yeah. The lava, for the most part, protects us from the bone creatures and the golem, but, the dragon can't really get in here very easily. But even still, we weren't sure if Tempest or, anyone was going to try any stupid, different tricks or something.
Sorry, you just dragon?
To see if she is telling the truth about these creatures being a threat right now.
Go ahead and roll insight. Yeah, she seems pretty honest.
Sana is going to see them there and goes, "Hey guys, I scorched the other one that shot me in the it. It was awesome.
I'm behind the woman doing this, just like.
What? What do you mean? Hold on. What? And Sana just starts doing this with her hand with the shield still on her arm, but her sword is she's like, what is? I'm gonna come over there. Hold on.
Yeah, just come on over. We got some things we gotta explain.
And then very
Are
slowly,
you sure none of you work for Tempest?
I'm gonna make my way over very slowly.
Oh, trust me, do not bring up that possibility with her. She is going to chop you in half if you say that too loudly, alright? She does not work with Tempest.
Well, he's been our...
Hey, how you doing? So this is our new prisoner. Turns out we might have jumped the shark a little bit on this one.
Okay, I got shot in the butt and the knee. Okay,
True.
fired first, I fire back. This is
I
how
am
it goes.
currently bleeding all over.
I will apologize for that. Seeing the horns, the weapons, the
Hold on, I'm sorry.
style of moving, we expected you to be some sort of a trick from Tempest or one of his new toys or proteges or whatever. So we may have got a little aggressive there.
Yeah, I want to talk about people acting first and thinking later. I think y'all fell into that category. But you know what? You've kind of paid the price for that already. So let's just move on.
I think we can call it even for now.
No,
I don't think
The
anyone
good news-
owes each other a favor, but
you're our
The
prisoner,
good news
so
is
it doesn't
that-
matter if it's O or not O. Tell us everything you know about what's going on here.
You could have made that
Going on.
time.
Here.
what's going on here is we have been in this realm for gods know how long, and Tempest has been using us as our play toys. It wasn't until some time ago that Tempest and the majority of his forces left. A few of his less desirable cretins remained, and, well, he assigned a few people to guard the realm. So we have been fighting a struggle with them, trying to protect ourselves. We have, we have some good news and bad news to that, is most of our people aren't actually in this realm, but this realm leads directly to where we've been, so the entrance has been guarded for some time.
What realm is that called?
You dispatched the guards so easily, we naturally thought you were one of his new games or toys.
You kind of glitched there for just a second, Alex.
So in any case, we have been guarding this entrance to our realm for some time, trying to find a way to close it, but we haven't had a good ability to do that. Who are you guys?
Well, I want Tempest dead. Does that help in any way? Do you happen to
What
know
about these two?
where he went? These two, one has a magical sword that has their goddess trapped in it. The other is on a journey to appease their goddess. So
She steps back, having no idea which is which. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
yeah. Do you know where Tempest went?
Yes and no. He and the majority of his forces left. I can only assume he would be going to his ultimate goal.
Which is...
The mortal realm, of course. Tempest has never liked being in the Fey realm.
Oh, she's not gonna like that. She's not gonna like that at all.
I go, oh. That's fine. He can have his mortal realm. We don't care about that, right, guys?
And Sana walks up and slaps the back of Ildren's head.
Oh! Alright. I've only been there once. It didn't seem like that interesting of a place.
That's where we're supposed to be going next, dum-dum.
Ugh. Oh, God. Alright. I mean, yeah, alright. Let's do it.
That's where the people drew you as a woman. If you don't forget the beautiful drawing, an astral plane.
Yeah.
Remember any of
Yeah,
that? Johnson Bell? You gotten hit in the head too
People
many
of
times?
the material plane probably have a very bad job, remembering details in the stories. They seem to get some things backwards, but it's fine. We'll correct them whenever we get there.
Yeah, Tempest is probably already there. I'll be honest.
Most likely. What's your name, ma'am, Miss Archer?
Oh, people have been calling me the Chopped Archer for a long time, but I originally went by Teresa.
Teresa, I'm Sana. That's Ildren, and that's Yosara. Ildren's the one with the talking sword. Yosara's the other one, just for clarification.
There's still currently 4 Yosaras standing here. That would be probably about to run out, but there's
Don't
4.
worry, once they run, anyways. My goddess...
They are Yosara.
They start blinking out of his existence. Pop, 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 pop! Or wait, pop, pop, pop! She's
I go, oh my god, Yosara, no!
Sana's gonna slap Ildren upside the head again and then say, my goddess was Soon. Do you happen to recognize that name?
Soon? Goddess of Life? We know of it. She hasn't made any appearances or visits here. Unfortunately, this place has been void of anything but Tempest and his torturers.
Good.
We've been fighting battles back and forth for a long time now, and it wasn't until him and the majority of his forces left that we were able to actually make any headway.
I gotcha.
This place is pretty much cleared out except for the Guardians.
Gotcha. And those were the 4 created by the 4 weirdos at the front, right?
What? No, hang on. The 4 weirdos, those are the Guardians.
No. They're locked in a cave with a sealed door.
Are you talking about Leonardo and whoever?
Yeah,
Yes, those are the 4 Guardians of Tempest.
Oh my fucking god.
We sent one of them away recently.
That is very much to the good, but that still means there's 3 of them, and they control horrors of untold power. They too have been trying to escape for a long time.
They don't really control them, according to them. According to them, they're just running rampant, and they actually want us to bring back the control to them.
Interesting.
That's what they asked us.
It's possible they have lost control of them, but yes, they were the original creators of the terrors of this place.
That does not sound like Mahatma.
Huh?
That doesn't sound like Mahatma at all.
That totally sounds like that idiot.
I feel like we got to know him really well. I feel betrayed.
You had like
He's
hour-long
a creature of
conversation.
patience that wants to maintain the status quo.
We sent one of the 5 away. Which one did we send away?
There should have only been 4.
There was
I
5.
thought it was only 4.
No.
I thought there were only 4.
Was it 3 terrors and 4 people? And we sent away one of them? And there's
It was
3 people
Jeffrey and Leonardo, Mahatma, and
Albert.
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 That's right.
We sent Albert away.
We sent Albert away. That's right.
That is both good and bad. That means his creatures will be running amok without him.
Turns out they're already.
What was
cut
that?
in and out a little bit. I think you said.
If they're already running amok without him, it means they could be losing control. Without Tempest here, this entire place might be losing control. Interesting.
That's
You know-
that's what's happening.
I think we should leave. You know what? I'm voting we should just go ahead and go back to the mortal plane.
Probably be a lot more comfortable in here, so I'm down with that plan.
I mean, we should just all go.
But we haven't really found anything about Tempest, though. Other than, he's not here anymore.
His end goal is the mortal plane.
And we took out Solace, who was
The
keeping everybody.
Guardian and keeping
Hey,
everything
wow.
in check. So I'm pretty sure he left as soon as Solace collapsed.
Mm-hmm.
This is making
There
sense.
still might be
If
something here.
the Fey
to,
realm is
help.
getting thinner, then that means the gods can move into the mortal plane. From there, they could do whatever they wanted. They could. That makes sense.
Which means Soon's
That's
gonna
been
make
their
a
ultimate
move.
goal.
Soon's gonna make a move into the mortal plane. Tempest is already there with whatever army he's formed. A time passes differently. We don't know how long it's been. We
Time
need
is
to
slower
leave.
here.
We need to leave. I don't think we need to stay. We can find other magical artifacts to assist your goddess Ildren. I mean,
I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about finding something that can weaken Tempest here.
We don't have anything that can directly weaken Tempest here, unfortunately. Tempest created this place. He wouldn't build this place with a weakness in it. At least not one that we can...
Are you
that we
sure
know
about
of.
that? Because oftentimes their realms are the place that they keep things the most safe and sacred to them.
I mean,
Well, if that's...
we have
Go ahead.
the crystal or whatever that they gave us for that the Guardians gave us for the robot, right?
Yeah, we still have that crystal.
That could be relevant.
What, to take control of the robot and take it with us?
Well, if it's something the Guardians made to control, it could have some sort of power with Tempest too.
That's fair. It's true. You mentioned a realm that keeps the people you know safe. Is that nearby that we might rest there while we decide what our next steps would be?
It is, actually. Well,
If you hadn't
Seeing
thrown
as
her
how-
stuff away, we could like offer it back to her, Ildren, and like gain a bit of trust so that she would willingly take us instead of us marching her there. You know, like a normal, logical person would think instead of
Sorry.
throwing shit
Out of
into
the three of us,
lava.
I'm the only one who didn't kill everybody in front of me.
You killed
So,
somebody in front of you. You killed.
I mean,
somebody in
if
front of
I-
you. Don't even
if
try
I
and do that.
hadn't
Just don't even try.
Of spared her life, we wouldn't have found out any of this information. So you're welcome for taking the patience to throw her shit in the lava.
No.
And
no,
also spare her
no,
life,
you don't.
so-
You don't get to say that. It's not patience. It was impatience to throw shit into lava.
No.
Yeah, totally. It's totally. I'm not even gonna argue this.
But
I'm
also-
following after her.
Very wise. Because
during your argument, she just
Killed us.
walks away.
And I start walking right
I'm
after her. I'm
following.
not even gonna do this. We're not arguing in this. You were wrong. You
No,
know you were
because
wrong.
the argument. We just continue going back and forth as we slowly hop across these rocks.
Okay.
It's really just a matter of perspective, you know?
Right.
Moving around to the
Seem to have.
other side, there is a little circle, some sort of a flaming brazier, and she proceeds to hop in it and disappear completely.
Oh, God. Alright.
Look at that, Ildren. You lost the prisoner.
Well done, Ildren.
Oh, it's always on Ildren.
Well, now it is. It really, truly is.
Do we follow her?
Geronimo and Sana jumps right into it as well.
Okay, well, then I'll jump in. Yep, well, there we go.
I'm not being the last one left this time.
I stand there for a minute after Sana jumps in. I'm just like, God damn it. I guess we're going here now.
A minute could be 100 years.
As you guys jump in, you all die. That is the end of the campaign. She tricked you out.
Shit, they fell for my trap, the idiots.
Yeah, it turns out she didn't jump in. That was just an illusion.
Ring of fire.
Dang, he's good.
You guys move to a new place.
Yay!
New
hang on a
places
second.
are the coolest.
Mm-hmm.
They are. As you come into this place, the sun is shining. It seems warm, but not nearly as hot as it was. Kind of nice here. A less terrifying place. Standing next to a well that you seem to have teleported out of in some way. You hear birds chirping, and this place is calm, pleasant.
Are we in the same map we were?
No.
Okay.
Is the woman still there?
Yes, she is. As she's standing beside you, she simply says, "We call this place the Bastion. It's a world connected to Char, as some have called it. Helios, as it's been called as well."
Did Tempest build this?
No, of course not. This was one of the offerings by another deity a long time ago. We just found a way, well, somebody before us had a way to connect it.
Do you know which deity?
Yeah, it's Queen Azuria.
Oh my fucking
Would I have
said-
any idea who that is?
An inkling. Go ahead and roll history.
I asked Teresa, do you work for Queen Azuria?
No, Queen Azuria has been gone a long time, but she gave this place as a gift, is the way it would seem. A place of peace, and it was abandoned when we got here. She had already moved on, but this place is so nice, we can only assume the best about Queen Azuria. Yosara, you know that she was a elven deity dedicated to life, beauty, similar to Soon, but had some other things, including knowledge. And not much is known about her or her followers, but there was talk of some kind of a struggle between her followers a long time ago, basically like an internal civil war and struggle, but she, being the good queen, won and defeated the forces of evil and darkness.
Still somehow very suspicious of her. Okay.
I mean, you should be suspicious of all deities.
Except for Illustre. My chick's cool.
All deities, all the time.
And with that, you do notice there's other people here that I'm just not going to mark on the map. They're kind of coming and going as they please. There's a little bit of what looks like a market center of some kind with a bunch of shops. There's almost an economy. There must be hundreds, if not thousands, of people living in this area. It looks like there's been some weapons of war or something like that constructed, but completely unused, like they've never been touched or maintained. But there's also no dust on them, just footprints from people walking over and around them. The edges of them are worn down. The people walking around just wear simple tunics, no weapons of any kind. They seem to be fishermen, maybe hunters, small farmers, very unassuming and peaceful in many ways. The archer walks over to one of the random people and just whispers something to him real quickly, and they begin moving, and a few seconds later, you see a couple of people with bows go over to the well and jump in the well, disappearing. Coming back over to you, she kind of scratches the back of her head and says, I told them we needed to replace the Watchers in Char.
Thank you for leaving out certain details.
Yeah, I thought that would be best for all of us. In any case, welcome to the Bastion, the last refuge of Queen Azuria before she left. It was left here for us, some sort of a fort of some kind, but, well, it hasn't been used in a very long time, and there was nobody here, and we needed a place to go, so we've taken it for our own.
Was this left to oppose Tempest, or was this built before Tempest took over?
Honestly, we have no idea. It's hard to tell time because depending on where you are will determine how much time has passed. So we don't really know what your reference for time or what Tempest's reference for time is. But this place was left for what seemed like a long time untouched. But what's interesting here is dust doesn't grow. Things don't grow rust. It's a stagnant world where some things don't change very fast, except for life grows very quickly. It makes farming easy, makes fishing plentiful. It's a great place for food and a place we can relax and live.
I just kind of look over at Ildren and Son. I'm like, there's got to be a catch.
How many of you are here?
A few thousand people we have pulled in, mostly from places like Char.
We know for a fact that there's always a catch, so I'm not even going to question the fact that this is probably wrong in some way.
I'm probably doing a poor job hiding my discomfort and my suspicion. as I'm looking about the yard, I kind of lean into the other two and I say, I don't particularly get a good feeling from this place. I think we should move on as soon as we can.
I mean, are we just trying to find something to use against Tempest here, or
These people are apparently just hiding out. What can they offer us? They're trying to survive and just be ignored.
but if it was built by Azuria, there could be something here.
That is true. There could be something here.
I mean, if nothing else, it seems like a safe enough place to spend the night. Let us recover. I know you and I aren't doing too great right now, Aldrin.
Yeah, no, I look like shit.
So do I.
I mean,
All right,
I think
well-
you both kind of look like shit them up, 50% of the time, so I'm not going to argue the point.
We can take some time to rest here, but I wouldn't wander off on your own or anything like that around this place.
We won't linger. I mean, we need to get back to Char anyways and figure out how we're going to get out of there. Or, I mean, we could just go back to Char and then teleport out.
Could we teleport just out of here?
We don't know where here is in location to home.
Oh, right. The plates and everything.
Remember, there's plates on the table.
No, yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. I just think we should take a quick time to rest.
Now, if you want to rest, we can offer you some lodging here. We do use gold and have some semblance of an economy. Some people are able to leave the basic places in the Fey realm and go to other places, including the mortal realm. Gold has a use for spell casting and a few other things here, so it does have value. If you need to restock equipment, buy potions, there are places you can do that here.
So why haven't you all left to go back to your home world, to the mortal plane? Like, why have you guys made this plane your home?
Well, we've discussed this many a times, and this is the best place for us. Like I said, farming is easy, life is simple, and we're offering a refuge for many of those lost and tore apart by this war in the Fey realm. Since the barrier's been down, the gods have been fighting again in the most violent of ways, and it's displaced anyone who is not powerful enough to stand against them.
You have connection to more than just Char?
Yeah, we do. There's several wells around here that could get you all throughout the Bay realm.
Is
Wow.
there one that goes to the edge, that goes to the realm closest to the mortal plane?
There's nothing that goes directly to the mortal plane here, fortunately. But we are able to go to realms right next to the portal plane and then
That would make
go
our
to the mortal plane.
What's the land that's closest to the barrier to the mortal realm?
You have two of them. You have the mud world that people jokingly call the Slurp, Dave's Locker, and which is a water world covered in giant, terrifying beasts that swim, and, well, the Warrior's Playground, but we try to avoid that one as it is one of Tempest's favorite.
Oh, we know of the Warriors' Playground. Cha-cha!
Hey, Char, do you want to hear them?
Hey!
Yeah, do you want to hear them?
Hello.
Can you hear them?
Hi!
Hi!
Hi. Can you say hi?
Hi!
Hi!
Charlotte, are your nails painted blue? Or did you eat off all your nail polish?
Gross. You know the answer to that question.
Yes, I do.
Mhm.
Well, this is probably the best place to stay the night. Then we can
Say what?
maybe go through.
I agree.
I think now might be a good place for a few-minute break. Let's take a 10-minute break as Charlotte has drank how much Dr. Pepper? Enough to be wired. So I'm gonna take care of the minion for about 10 minutes, and then we can come back. And then you guys can decide if you guys want to try to get out of the Fey realm, or if there's a different path out of the Fey realm you want to take, or go back to the way you came.
All right. Sounds
Back
good.
in 10.
Okay.
Brr, brr, brr.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Oh man.
I'm gonna toss the balls around with my dogs. 'Cause they are threatened. Don't do the creepy smile. Don't do the creepy smile. Is that gonna be your spiritual weapon for the rest of the campaign?
I don't know. I might change it up. Might make it a winky face.
Let's just go through the emojis.
Just go through them one by one.
Really worried about the eggplant. Ugh.
Oh gosh. No. Let's not say we did. No, yeah.
I think that we have
honestly,
record.
That's gotta be like the the best thing ever. Floating creepy smiling emoji.
That is the most unique spiritual weapon I've ever heard. That's
I try.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
Yasara, I'm not really sure about the watermelon one. I'm gonna be honest.
The watermelon one's my favorite.
I like the blueberry one. I love the blueberry one. I like blueberries.
The blueberry's okay.
Blueberry spiritual weapon?
No.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I told her about the
What is that, a seltzer?
No, it's just a hard lemonade.
lemonade. Simply came out with them.
Yeah, it's not very much. It's just enough that it's nice.
Lilia brought a box to your house last time we had a session in person.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Oh, hey, did you guys still want to do a D&D cruise?
Yeah.
In theory, yes. Need to look up prices and like get an idea of if I can afford one.
I probably wouldn't be able to do it in like the next few months, but
We're doing a
further
cruise
that
for
out.
February, and it's under $400 for everybody with prepaid gratuities already put in there. No drink
That's not bad.
packages, no excursions, just the cruise itself and all the free food and water and juice you want.
And juice?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
We're talking about D&D or?
We're talking about cruising.
Oh. So what did you guys decide? Are you guys staying here? Are you guys taking a different path out? Are you?
We actually haven't
I'm
fully
thinking
discussed
noodles.
We're gonna
So-
spend the day, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Spending the night is probably the best idea right now, to be honest.
We're not
Okay.
great health wise.
Yeah, I think we just need a long rest. And then we can go around, maybe get a couple of extra health potions, and then make our way out back to either Char or to the Mud Realm to get to the Mortal Plane. That's my opinion.
You're escorted over to a place of very simple beds and a little sign that says guest lodging, and you're allowed to sleep here.
Okay. Can we have a long rest, please, sir?
Sure.
We should keep watch. I don't
Yeah.
feel comfortable with
I'll
this.
say.
I can
Okay.
make my smiley
going to
face
be-
be standing in the door
For like 1 minute at a time.
for my watch, you know. Okay. So what I want us to rest enough that all of us get a full rest, even if we rotate
That's fine.
watches. So
Okay, so who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch because I'm the least injured technically of the watch.
Who's taking second watch?
I will.
What's up?
And third
Uh,
watch.
I'll take third watch.
All right. You guys are ushered over to where the guest lodging is, and Teresa kind of leaves you alone, having escorted you there. She goes off to do whatever it is she's doing. Okay, so who's taking first watch again?
Me.
You are, Sana?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a D12 roll, as where you are, it's not private. There's people walking around. There's nobody else in the guest lodging area. But the entire time you're there, you do see several of the same people kind of walking by and definitely eyeing you.
So I have my
And-
shield in my arm and my sword on my lap. I'm like just kind of standing guard next to the beds, facing outward, because there's no one behind us, is there?
No.
Yeah.
Your back's up against the wall. Yeah. They're definitely keeping an eye on you, or somebody is, or some group is, or something's. But so far, nobody's made a move on you. After a couple of hours of them sleeping with Yosara snoring like a chainsaw. Ildren, dead silent. Yosara, do you have to take that whatever out of the oven?
No, that's Sona's timer going off.
Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry. Didn't mean to impose.
Thank you. I can't hear it through my headphones. Appreciate it.
But
Right
it
back
is
before I go to sleep.
it is 9 o'clock your time, or at least I thought it was if you're central. Yeah, you're fine.
I'm going to sleep. Good night.
I've got 40 minutes left on my...
Okay. But the watch kind of goes on without anyone actually doing anything. Who's next?
Me.
Give me a D12 roll. During your watch, there's a young girl who kind of comes back and forth several times and keeps eyeing you. She doesn't look familiar, but she has that look of we've met before in her eye. And going back and forth several times, you feel her staring at you, especially because you're awake, but also Sana and Ildred to some degree. But she says nothing. She walks back and forth a few times, and you can tell she's got like random things in her hand, but you're not sure if she's grabbed those things like, oh yeah, I was going for some carrots, and like, yeah, I just happened to come back this way, and oh wait, now I've got a couple of screws, because like screws and carrots go together, and she's like doing that thing where she's like grabbing random stuff just to make it look non-obvious, but that makes it look more obvious. Do you do anything?
Probably the third or fourth time she walks past, I'm gonna call out to her and be like, can I help you?
She runs.
Okay. I'm not chasing after her.
You don't see her again.
Okay. When I wake up Ildren for his watch, I'm gonna go ahead and tell him, like, yeah, there's this little girl just being real weird. I don't know.
Weird little girl. Oh, alright. I mean,
It
weird
kinda,
in a way that she could be threatening, or just weird and like she, socially awkward?
like, she kind of seemed like she recognized us, but I have no idea who she is.
Was she Elven?
I don't know.
Give me a perception check.
I gave him a description.
Just to see if you could get anything about her. Couldn't tell.
Yeah, she kept her, like, she had, like, a hat on. I couldn't see her ears or anything. There was nothing, I don't know, nothing remarkable.
Well, there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but I don't want to do it here, in case there's prying eyes and ears. And
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep now.
yeah, you go to sleep. I'll keep watch for mine.
Ildren, go ahead and give me a D12 roll.
12. Let's do this.
Right again. It is getting later in the night, and everyone kind of starts calming down. You do see a girl pass by one time, and she looking you guys over and notices that Yosara has gone to sleep, and you see her staring intently, and then she leaves. And then right at the end of your watch, that same girl comes back and is staring intently, and then catches you looking back at her and begins walking away briskly, kind of looking over her shoulder.
I'm going to cast Misty Step and appear right in front of her if I can. Is she far
Okay.
enough away? Could I can like dash a little bit if I need to?
Yeah, you could catch her. I mean, she's early 20s, female figure, looks human or elven, and then boom, you're just, how are you confronting her?
Oh, hi there. Sorry. You seem to be curious. I was wondering what I might be able to help you with.
She immediately drops to her knees and goes, I am not worthy. You're them, aren't you?
We are. You'll have to be more specific. We go by many names.
Of course you do. You're Yosara, the defender, and Sana, the warrior, and Ildren, the goddess of the moon.
Yeah, there it is. Where did you hear these names? How do you know us?
What? It's written in the stars that you would return one day. Have you come back?
Well, we're here, aren't we?
Of course. They thought I was crazy, but I never lost faith. And she reaches up to touch your hand.
I reach my hand out, allow her to...
She touches it quickly and then withdraws. I'm not worthy, and starts groveling to you.
I kind of help her up. I'm like, be at peace, my child. Be at peace. This is no time to be... there's no time to be groveling. There's work to be done. Listen, we're here for very important work. And in order for us to bring the change that needs to be brought, I need to know a few things first. Because,
of course, I am your eternal servant. What do you have of me?
What is your name, girl? Is she human or elven? Can I tell now?
She's 100% human.
Human?
No elven features at all.
Okay. What is your name, girl?
My name? You wish to know my name? My name is Lanya.
Lanya. It's a lovely name, Lanya. I'm glad to have such loyal followers to help us in our journey. What brought you here? What brings your such strong faith in us?
What brings us here? We were sold a long time ago. My family was. I've grown up in the Fey realms, but we knew one day you would come back and free us.
Free you from the tyrant,
from them. Of course.
Listen, we can't, there's many forces watching us right now. Could I bring you back to the others and introduce you? You need to be brought into the fold, I think.
I could meet them?
Absolutely. I think they would love to meet you.
This would be my life's honor.
Well, come on, let's go. This will be very interesting. And I start guiding her back towards the rest of the party.
Right as you guys get up from your long rest, stirring, there is this bright-eyed, doughy-eyed girl named Lanya with Ildren, who is almost hiding behind him, almost quivering with excitement, seeing the two of you.
Hey, you're the one that ran away earlier.
Yeah, no, it turns out I could catch her.
I couldn't just look upon you. I'm not worthy.
You did a lot of staring for someone who didn't want to look at us.
We seem to have a fan.
Hold on.
What'd you do when you...
I'm lost
Yes?
here. Who is this child?
Well, this is Lanya. She may have been watching us a little bit as we were sleeping. I introduced myself, and she seems to have a unique perspective on things around here, and has definitely been following our many glorious adventures.
We should go somewhere not quite so busy to chat.
Is it pretty busy in here? As I'm leading her back.
It's getting late into what is night here. There's not a ton of people around, but there's not nobody. You're in basically a little tiny part carved out of what looks like some sort of a market where they've thrown out beds for randos to sleep.
Lanya, is there a private area we could go to talk away from possible listening ears?
Yes, of course. You can come to my place. And she gets this excited look. Come, this way. And she begins leading you out of the market area across the river. There's what looks like stables that have been converted into small living arrangements, and she just gets down in the corner of one little bed of basically hay. There's a couple of people across the way and people in the left and right all sleeping. They seem sound asleep.
Can I cast Detect Magic as we're entering the stable?
Yeah.
Just see if I get any pings on anything.
Yes. This one of my favorite spells.
Nice.
As you cast Detect Magic, you see the magic items on you guys. As you're in the Fey realm, the air itself seems to have this almost like spark in it, where it's the air itself is almost magical. But that would be expected of any place in the Fey realm to you. But other than that, you don't notice anything particularly magical. She's not under any kind of charm or enchantment that you can tell. You don't see any kind of charm or enchantment in where she's staying. There's nothing that would draw your attention that would be heavily magical, except, depending on when you cast it, you would have seen that well that would have led you to another realm, and that would have drawn the eye if you had cast it in range, which I can say for all intents and purposes you did.
Right. Yeah. It lasts for I think a whole minute, so I probably would have cast it right about that bridge.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the well is like conjuration magic. It's not like, deletion magic or something.
It's the well you teleported in, so yes, I think teleport is conjuration.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm bad at my spell schools.
Lanya, you live in these stables?
Yeah, Detect Magic's 10 minutes.
10 minutes, nice.
I do, yes. I've only been here for a short time, but they let me live here, and the people here are so nice. So many of the people are, well, we all were driven from wherever our homes were, or worse. And in living here has been quite pleasant. I like it here.
Where is your home?
I don't really have one anymore.
Where was?
Well, my parents told me of this place in the mortal realms called Pineland, but I hear it's gone now.
I just kind of look at Sona when she's back and like.
What did you guys do to Pineland?
We saved
Is that an actual
Pineland.
question, Ildren?
No, because I feel like I wouldn't have really known enough to question you guys about that. That just would have been a place in the material to me.
You say your parents hailed from Pineland, but told you it was gone. Is this right, child?
Yes. And I'm 20. You don't have to call me child. Well, at least I feel like I'm about 20. Time is weird in the Fey realms. Some places you age very fast, some slow, some it doesn't change at all. I don't understand this place.
Were you born here?
No. No, I wasn't. We were taken here when I was a child.
What did your parents tell you about the destruction of Pineland?
They said it was once a beautiful place, but ever since the Feywalls came down, wars started. It started slow at first, but it has been getting worse, and finally they had to abandon Pineland.
What factions are warring? Did your parents tell you who was against who?
The gods.
Specifics, darling, specifics.
Well, Tempest leads one of the major factions. His armies have moved into Earth, slow at first, but they've been getting stronger. They say that they come mostly from the Warriors' Playground.
That would make sense. You said that you were taken. Who took you?
I suppose I was traded or sold in a deal. I was just a child at the time, but well, I was traded like a toy.
Did your parents trade you?
Well, no, my parents died a long time ago. they left, and they were part of the deal, but well, the Dark Maiden has been making deals, and part of that deal was some people would come to her realms, some people would go to other realms.
The Dark Maiden?
Yes, the one who created this place, Queen Azura.
Is it by her benevolence that you've landed here?
Yes, she welcomes many of us back. I don't understand the details of all of these deals that have been happening, but
She's
I
keeping them here. They're not just
she's
being
not.
let go. They're being brought here for a reason. If this is one of her realms, bet you it's just the same as Titania in the sense that she gains value from them being here.
No, we can leave whenever we wish.
Who did she make the deal with?
I'm not sure.
She traded you. Who did she trade you from?
The leaders of Pineland, I think, the humans. They've been making deals as well with the gods themselves.
This isn't right. She is wrong about.
Well, we know that the people that we left in charge of Pineland didn't do their goddamn job.
I mean, we can only expect so much when the gods start attacking.
You say the Dark Maiden is Queen Azuria?
Yes. She.
No. Elistre is the Dark Maiden.
Bet you 10 bucks, Ildren. 10 gold, Ildren. She's going by her name. Bet you.
No, that can't be right. Queen
Azuria is no deity.
It's all right,
And
little
she
one. It's all
did
right.
not-
Queen Azuria is the goddess of the Fey realm. She created this place. She's the one
getting
who's been
visibly upset. I'm like starting to like fumble at the sword a bit, and I'm containing myself just barely. I'm starting to like walk away.
Bet you 10 bucks she's taking.
Put a hand on Ildren. I'm gonna cast Calm Emotions.
Ooh.
Spell again?
It affects everyone. So charisma saving throw.
Oh, God.
Or you can-
damn it.
Or you can choose to fail if you want.
I want to choose to fail, but Ildren
I just want
wouldn't.
to roll.
Lanya fails.
But I have a -1, so. Oh yeah.
So
Best
many
possible result.
Shauna, what?
Sana Sarat. Yeah, you pass it.
I'm not upset. I'm just irritated. I'm not like.
I'm
mad.
not upset either.
You are.
Yeah, Queen
calmer.
Azuria. She's one of the most powerful deities in the Fey realm.
Hey, I'm sorry.
So I just
First off, I
bust
want to
out
apologize.
laughing. She bust out laughing after that comment. She's just dying now in the corner.
I did not mean to come off as rude. I want to go ahead and apologize. I just mean to tell you that what you're saying is total bullshit. And everyone's been lying to you since probably the moment of conception.
Wow.
And she
This
just
is,
goes, I am so sorry. I'm not really read up on all this stuff. I'm like, I just know what people tell me, and people don't tell me a lot, but when they do, it just makes sense. I guess I should ask more questions, but like, you don't meet your heroes very often, and so like, hi.
I wonder if the sword's saying anything to Ildren right now.
Oh, the sword is speaking in Tourette's, like, that fucking bitch! She did what? Like your hand is hot from all of the frustration.
You're about to take it off your belt just because it's like. the
Yeah,
sword's getting
I'm just
hot.
like, I'm like, wait, shh, I just need to let me talk to her. I know.
Sauna's in
I
the corner,
I
just
agree.
like after this whole thing, she's just like, okay. That you know what? That just wow. Okay. Oh, heroes, sure. Gods, what?
They say to never meet your heroes, but you know what? You're the exception that proves the rule. You just changed your life by meeting us today. And you definitely changed mine because you just informed me that I am probably the oldest person that I've ever met
Up for
so
debate.
far.
Up for debate. Ugh.
Yes, other than you. I know. I wasn't talking about you. Obviously, you're a deity. You've been since time began. Anyway,
20.
I don't know how old I am, but based on the stories of this place, I'm older than this place has been here. Or
We
at
heard a
least
story
close.
that you were stoned for 100 years.
That's true.
That is-
Sana says, sticking her head in. That's totally true. You can take that to the goddamn bank. That's true. Facts right there,
And-
little one. Facts.
Is it,
I never
is it crew
a dancing step the whole time.
you smoked Gorgon venom and just went like, woo?
Don't smork Morgan venom.
That's your
Stay in
answer
school,
right
kid.
there. All right.
You don't want to go down the path that I went down. It was the dark days, you know? So dark that I literally couldn't see anything for hundreds of years.
The only other reason I think we stay here is to gather resources to go fight in the mortal plane. Otherwise, we need to go.
Whoa, you're going to fight? I would be too scared.
I don't think so.
We should probably stay here, honestly.
What?
Awkward. Just, you know what? Can I get you two over here by the wall, the door, please?
Okay, and she walks over.
Not you. And
I put a hand on her shoulder. I
gently
think she meant that.
pushes her away by the forehead.
When you put your hand on her shoulder, she goes, and then walks over to the other corner.
And Sana just has her hands like, okay, not touchy. Not gonna touch. Got it. And she kind of like slides her way out the door and motions kind of
Secret deity business, excuse us.
drastically like, get over here. Away from the
You
creepy
feel
trap.
you feel your sword say, that fucking bitch tried to take credit for my work. I'm not
I
gonna
know.
let this stand.
No! Unbelievable! She's gonna get it, don't worry. We're gonna give it to her. Not like that, but you know.
Ildren, when we hear
Yeah?
you say that to yourself, it makes
Yeah.
me worried. Because, like, I know technically you're talking to the sword.
No, there's a person and there's a goddess. I'm talking. I'm not
I
crazy.
know you're talking to the goddess. No, I get that. But when we hear it out loud, what you just said,
Yeah. Oh my God! Out of context. Holy shit.
you need
you
to
know?
realize that no one else can hear that. And when you say stuff, it's going to become out of context.
Yeah, yeah. This is gonna be a thing I need to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you for that.
Yeah,
No, we were talking about Queen Azuria, just
Right.
cutting
The
her head
psycho
off,
that
I
seems to
think,
have taken
you know.
your goddess's title.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
also also slaughtered my household. She's not exactly
Mm.
someone on the nice list as far as me and the Dark Maiden, the real Dark Maiden, go. You know.
How fast would we be able to get her out of that?
I honestly have no idea. There's a few things I think we need to do. She's a little weak. I think we need to first keep feeding the sword.
The sword
seems
said,
to-
yeah, I'm hungry for a boat. Never mind, too soon.
Too soon. Oh my God, so embarrassing.
Okay.
But also I think I need to begin to cultivate followers for her. There's only one thing that gives deities more bang for their buck, and that's loyalty. That's faith.
Well, guess
So-
what? Guess what? There's
Yeah.
a little bit of faith already in you right down there in that hole. You just go over there, tell her about your goddess, and there you go. Bing, one person on your side.
I think that's actually a really good idea. Not that I'm surprised that you came up with a good idea. I'm just saying
Don't
Yeah,
ruin
no,
it.
you-
Go.
Mhm.
Just go. You do your faith.
Okay.
You Sar and I are gonna have a quick conversation. Go.
Yeah, you guys talk business. I'm gonna go get a follower.
Oh,
See ya.
We've turned Ildren into a Mormon.
I really 100% think so. Yes.
Mormons don't dance naked under the moonlight. All right,
Well,
as far as I'm aware.
What? Yes, they
Other-
do.
others.
Oh, that's
do.
awesome. I want to be Mormon.
That's why everyone wants to be a Mormon.
Exactly. Okay, Yosara. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I know it was. I don't regret it. I think it was the right choice at the time, but killing Solace has had a lot of unforeseen consequences. We need to get back to Ferelden.
Yeah. I think we should score the market for any magical items and potions that we can take back with us, because undoubtedly we're gonna land in some shit as soon as we get there. And I don't mean literal shit, I mean like fighting shit.
But also, if he's taken his army from Warrior's Playground, it might be easier to get back going through Warrior's Playground because it might be pretty empty now.
There is that chance. And you know what we could do? Have you thought about this? If we did go to Warrior's Playground, we could pull those that are in the pond out and bring them to our side to fight for us instead of Tempest.
I'm wondering if he's already done that.
No, because remember how it goes there. Your punishment is set unless it's for entertainment. You remember how long the Kurgan was in there?
I'm pretty sure Tempest could bypass those rules.
Yeah, but would he want to? Especially if he keeps it still active to get more troops from there.
I don't know. We could check the pond, but I think it might just be we need to get there to Ferelden as fast as possible.
Well, the only downside is as soon as we land in the Warriors Playground, we're going to be forced to fight.
Not if we land and immediately take a key out.
Fair, we did have a little bit of time from our landing. I mean, is that the right way, though? Is there anything otherwise information? I mean, yes, there's drawings, and I've seen some of the history on the pillars when we were in Char, but... Are we missing something?
There's apparently decades that we've missed.
Well, in Ferelden, yes.
I
think we don't truly know how long we were in the astral plane.
Well, and we don't know. I mean, the information we're getting from here is basically just legend. We don't know what's actually happening there.
We're like gods to this child over here? Like, what is that even about?
It's written in the stars thing makes me think Kale's been up to something while he's gone.
That wouldn't surprise me. Kale was always good for that. Yeah.
I think we need to just get back. I like the idea of trying to get supplies from here. I think we need to be quiet about our intentions, though. I don't trust it. I don't trust the people here.
I wonder if she knows which gate is to the Warriors Playground. And if we could go get our supplies and she could lead us there without the others noticing. But we tell them we're going back into Char to help fight.
Well, Teresa already knows our intention of getting back to the mortal plane.
True. I suppose it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It's not like it's going to hurt them if we do go.
It might hurt Azuria. She could be gaining power like Titania.
I told you, I really had this inclination that that's what was going on. It's not like foolproof, but I just feel like when it's the same thing with Soon. The more she created, the more powerful she became.
At least Azuria hasn't gone the route Soon did and is just making horrible bugs.
Hey, DM.
Mm-hmm.
If I prayed as Soon, would I be able to actually communicate with her?
You try.
Maybe I should ask Soon what she knows about Tempest fighting in the mortal plane. Because, you know, she was looking for him.
What if she's there, too?
Well, maybe she'd let me know she's there. Maybe I could curb her away. I mean, make her focus her full efforts on Tempest instead of the mortals in the realm. I mean, I don't have that much sway with her, but it was enough for her to offer me a place as her avatar. Her chosen.
Alright. We should try and talk. You should try and talk to her while we're here. I'll see if I can't help Ildren, I don't know, spread some more news about his goddess. That could be a dangerous thing to do here. Azuria has claimed her title.
Yeah, but, well, If we go back to the mortal plane, we should probably be able to reverse it, in a sense. Okay. Let me reach out to Soon and try and see. I'm gonna go over here by the river and see if I can contact her until I move away from Yosar and Ildren over to this area.
I'm just gonna stay and keep watch on her and kind of gesture to Ildren of like, hey, come here.
Yeah, before I talk to her, I'll come over to Yosar.
Okay, let's start with Ruby. What exactly are you doing as you are...
I was literally going to message it to you, but do you want me to tell you out loud?
Yeah, you can just tell me out loud.
Okay, so I'm going to place my sword down away from me and my shield to the side of me and get in like a kneeling position. Not a praying position, but like I'm kneeling down, hands on legs, and I'm just going to start technically mentally talking, but I'll tell you what I'm going to mentally say as I try and reach out to that connection to Soon.
I, unlike Soon, cannot read your mind.
I know,
all
that's
the
what
time.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to start it off basically like a letter. Dear Soon. Hi, it's Sana. I know we didn't leave on the best of terms, but I'm reaching out because I found where Tempest is. And I found out what he's doing and what's been happening in the mortal realm. And I don't know exactly what's going on in the mortal plane, but he is there waging wars, destroying things. And I want to know if you've moved from our realm, your realm, where we once were, to the mortal plane. Can you offer me any advice on what's going on there, what has happened, and... You're still my goddess. I want him dead as much as you do. Please just give me a sign. I would appreciate some assistance on guidance on what we should do next. If we should return to the mortal plane, or as we are here close to the land of Char and able to return there, if we should try and look for any other information about Tempest. I mercifully lay my soul to you bare to receive your answer, I guess. And I say this in the sweetest and kindest way possible, as if I wasn't a tiefling and hadn't been turned into a Tempest, as if I would remember what all my memories of Soon were from before.
And you sit down and you wait and you wait.
I'm gonna wait for like a good 10 minutes away, by the way.
And right at about minute 9, when you get up out of frustration, as you said you were going to wait 10, but we both know that you would not actually wait the full 10 minutes.
I would literally wait like 9.5 and be like, screw this, or nine.
As you're standing up, you look down on your shadow, and you realize that there is a single, solitary, yellow butterfly that has landed on your horn and seems to be resting there with you. And then the moment you start to move, it flies off. It almost flies into the sunset. Or in the sunrise, actually, as it's coming up on morning.
Yeah, sunrise. That is both good and also curiously not what I expected. Because it is a bug, which I know is what she's leaning towards. It is it's one of the more beautiful ones. Okay.
And then on your way back, there is a single noodle salesman who sells you a bowl, and now you're completely in character. With that, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Well,
Yes, indeed.
I guess I should go ahead and talk to... Wait, was it Ladna? What's her name?
Lanya, but you can call me your loyal servant. Well, I'm a servant of the three of you, but really, I believe in Yosara the Protector. She's the one who was always with me.
Well, Yosara is quite capable of protecting. I can see why you would pray to her.
I was scared. I could feel her presence there with me, guiding me.
You know, if I were to ask her, I bet she'd say the same thing. But there are things I need to tell you. Many of the stories you've heard, especially the stories about me, anyway, are incomplete. I am
greater than the stories tell. I knew it. I've had this conversation before.
In a way, yes. In a way, they are greater than they were before because, well, we'll get to that. But listen, I am actually not the moon goddess. I'm actually just a man, a dark elf, a male dark elf, which can be confusing.
Her avatar.
I am. I'm her servant.
It's
And
even more incredible. She's so powerful. She has avatars. I want to be Yosara's avatar.
You
Sana
know?
walks up with a bowl of noodles, goes, "Great, take her hand. She'll take you to where you can be her avatar."
No, I don't think that's quite a healthy.
Not
Want some
offering that.
noodles?
Where did you get those?
I'm a busy woman. I get hungry. What did you expect?
They have noodles? You didn't bring any back for me?
She accepts one noodle out of your bowl of noodles because it would be rude to reject the offer of a goddess.
They're spicy. Watch out.
I'm not looking for an avatar right just yet.
Of course, I would not be worthy, but thank you for considering me.
Are you sure? You know, could always help to have a extra, hand of the temple, right?
Just tell her what you were gonna tell her, Ildred. Come on.
What? All right. Well, this is a little awkward now, but anyway, as I was saying,
Good at this, is he, Osara?
oh my god,
What?
this would totally be a. You know what?
Bluntness is the best policy. Say it.
True. Where was I? As I was saying, shit.
Good job.
I was going to pitch Elistre, but she seems to be really into you, Yosara. I wonder if we can make something of that.
Look, kid. I'm still gonna call you kid. You're gonna have to deal with it. You need to be worshipping the true Dark Maiden.
True Dark Maiden?
Yes. Now listen. You know how people have been telling you stuff and you've just been taking it as fact? This is true fact from your local gods here. Especially from this one, the one you like the most. She will not steer you wrong. He has all the details on the true Dark Maiden. He's going to tell you about it. And if you worship her and help her, you're helping us. You're helping Yosara. And by praying to the true Dark Maiden, which Ildren's going to tell you all the details on that, you will help us one day get back to the mortal plane and join the fight. And hopefully, one day, in the future, bring back Pineland.
I wish for nothing more. I am your servant. What do you have me do?
Ildren, take the floor.
Oh. Well, I was going to bring her with us.
Sana hits him upside the head.
I mean, why is that a bad idea? She could be helpful.
We're not bringing any more people with us when we're going. No. Mm-mm.
We're going back to the material plane. It's so boring there. All right. Well, then plan B, I was going to say that she should stay here and spread the truth, but carefully. And
step by step, talk her through it, tell her the true details of the Dark Maiden, come on. I'm not.
Well, I was gonna do that before you walked up with the noodles. I was about to say it, and then you were like, "Oh, hey guys, we got some noodles over here," and I was like, "Oh,
you just gonna have to deal."
Spend a minute talking about the noodles.
You're just so distracted. Tell her. I've
See,
literally laid out a red carpet for you to walk her through the details.
This was a carpet laid with crab meat and blood.
Delicious.
That's the red we're talking about here.
I will
Lanya,
not hesitate to hit you again.
I can't even feel it anymore. It's just everything's a bump at this point.
I'm sorry, could you
Lanya,
put us back
forgive
in
me.
the way?
I am not, as I told you, I'm not a deity like the rest of these, so I don't have the patience to explain things as thoroughly as Sonya Yosara can. But everything you've heard about the Dark Maiden has been a lie. She is not Queen Azuria. She is Elistre.
Elistre the betrayer?
Everything you've heard has been batshit wrong.
No, Elistre is the betrayer. She betrayed the Dark Maiden, Queen Azuria.
Were you there? Because I was. So you should just pop a squat real quick and listen up, because I'm about to educate you on a few things.
Okay.
Elistre was the original Dark Maiden in charge of Tyr Nacht, and she was sitting on her throne, happily ruling before it was taken from her, and everything was taken from all of our people. We grew up with the same stories that you have been told, but there was a group of us that learned the truth, and we learned that Elistre was actually weakened and locked away, and Queen Azuria is the true betrayer. She took her place, and now Elistre needs our help to restore her back to true power. And she needs you. She needs more people like you to believe in her and to give her life and strength. And I know you have ties to this place and the people here.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll as you're telling her to basically...
Yep.
Jesus is bad, worship Satan,
Yep.
he's actually
yeah.
the good one, is what she's hearing.
The Satanic Bible's where it's at. I have
That's exactly what she's getting out of this one.
Oh, I was almost in that 20! It was almost in that 20, but here we are.
She just looks at you and goes, I can do that. I will do that. What do you have me do?
I would have you tell more people about this. We have to let everyone know that the truth. It's the only way to bring more power to Elistre.
Okay. I'll spread your word.
I'm sure you will.
Wrong in the right context.
She stands up slowly. Would you like me to start telling the others now?
Wait, actually.
You know what? You should wait until tomorrow night when the moon is bright, because that is
Can I
only
check
under
her?
moonlight can the truth be revealed.
Can you what?
Can I perception check her on if she's actually believing?
Insight?
Insight check her on any.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can Yosara insight check her? Yosara.
We'll all insight check
No.
her.
Oh, damn
Go ahead, Sonic. Go ahead and insight check her as... Oh, yeah. She is not buying this. Someone basically told her that worship Satan, Jesus is bad, and she is not buying it one bit, and she is horrified.
Sana is going to proceed to shove Ildren out of the way. Get down on one knee. Look at the young girl and say, here. I was told that gold is valuable in this realm. We may not be able to restore Pineland and bring you home right away, and so you obviously need to stay here and be safe. You don't have to tell anybody about what we've told you. You don't even have to worry about us. Just know that we're going to go home to where you were originally from, and we're going to try and make it back to what it was. So here, take this. And Sana's going to hand her some gold. Not really sure
how much.
I don't... she's going to hand her 20. She wants her to
Okay.
be well taken care of. Use this to take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay here. Let us deal with the monsters that have taken over the realm, the gods that are terrorizing it. And just keep yourself safe. And if you could do me one favor, don't tell anybody that we are who we are.
Go ahead and make a
Unless they know, then you're free to talk about it. But
go ahead and make a persuasion on the dice tower.
okay.
You know how to drop it on the dice tower?
Yeah, boss. I know. Hold on. Give me a second to find it. Oof. Okay, hold on.
She takes the gold slowly and goes, okay, for Pineland, right?
Yeah. For the homeland.
She nods her head in agreement, nervously, and then looks at Ildren with mistrusting eyes. Is that all of you will have of me, my gods and goddesses?
Sana says, for me, yes. Yosara might have some more. I'm gonna head out. I appreciate you. I need to go get some supplies, so I will leave you in Yosara's capable hands. Thank you again for telling us what has happened. So I'm gonna walk out. I'm going to the market. Bye, guys. Gone, baby, gone.
Yeah, I
I'll let you go. I don't have any gold.
Damage
What
we
do
can do with her, so I'm just gonna tell her. Thank you for providing us with information and helping us. We are gonna do our best to return Pineland to its former glory.
She smiles. I know you will.
And I'll help. I just walk out.
We'll let you go about your day, and I'm gonna follow them out.
Okay. And what are you guys doing?
I'm going to the market. Sprinting away from the chaos that Ildren unleashed.
Okay.
I don't unleash
the
any
market,
chaos.
by the way?
I just revealed that we were Satan worshippers.
I'm gonna try to catch Ildren before he catches up to Sana, and
Okay.
just quietly,
I'm still calm emotions, so I'm just pretty chill.
I know they're all working for Azuria. I don't think we need to tell any of them about the true Dark Maiden in this false realm. But I need to try to find Teresa, okay?
You need to find Teresa?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I won't tell anyone else about the truth of what's actually going on here.
And then they hear in the distance, idiot! Sana's marching ahead.
But we don't know that they actually have current ties to Queen Azuria. She apparently plopped this place down, but for all we know, she's out gallivanting with Tempest.
They're still tied to her. I know they are.
Alright, well, maybe I just thought maybe it would be a good idea to get a little insurgency going on, but obviously my charisma was not up for the task. So
I really want to know if my charisma was up for the task, but the DM's being mean.
They're still...
I rolled a 1, so no idea what the DC was.
They're still
More than 2.
Figured. I assume
Let
so.
Yosara finish.
Sorry.
They're still serving her, and we need to get away from this realm quickly, but I need to find Teresa first.
Alright, what is it about Teresa? Why are you so interested in her?
I just have a hunch she knows something that can help us.
Okay, well, sure she can't be that hard to find. She's pretty important here. Let's go looking.
Can I get some
What?
updated armor, an updated sword? Can I get some healing potions? Can I get some more rope? I need more rope for sure, just in case.
All right. You go to the market. Yosara is looking for Teresa, and Ildren, what are you doing?
I'll just go with Yosara, help her look for Teresa.
They're gonna leave Sonic
Okay.
to wander around saying, "I need this, I need that."
Within just a
She knows
couple
what
of
she
minutes, someone points you to where Teresa's room is. It's a little bit nicer and it overlooks the market. I do have it marked. She has like a little office down in the lower side of the building right here, and I've just dropped a little circle on where it is. So that's where her little sleeping area is. Yosara and Ildren, are you going with?
Yeah, I'll
Where's
go
the
with her.
market, by the way.
The market is all of those tables that I had set up all
Okay.
throughout here.
Down here.
Now,
Gotcha.
right here. Right here where the actual
Oh, so
swag
where I was.
is.
So where I was.
Yeah,
okay.
where you was, yeah.
Put me back.
So-
Put me back.
There's many different stores. Just out of curiosity, which one are you going to first? Weapons, armor, or random stuff? Or a magical item and or potions? Magical like healing and stuff, not like magical weapon shop.
No,
But
I want to go look and see if I can trade out this fine sword that I have for some gold, and then see.
Gotcha.
if they
Weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at weapons first,
Okay.
and then I want to look.
So
at
you're going to
armor
weapons first, and then Ildren and Yosara, are you guys going to Teresa's?
Yeah, I'm gonna go try and talk to her.
Okay, let's start with that. So, doors closed. There's no locks on any of the doors.
I knock.
You knock. There's a wait. A few minutes later, Teresa opens it slowly. Come on in, travelers. She sits down at what looks like a desk that she may have been sleeping on. There's no chairs for you, of course. What do you need? What can I do for you? It's both early and late at the same time.
I closed the door behind us. I understand the earliness of hour. I'm sorry to bother you. I just we've been learning a bit more about, well, I guess what happened in the mortal realm since we left, and a lot of it is really disturbing. Not gonna lie. I wanted to see if you could add to any of it.
Reports are scattered. We do know that since the fall of the Warden of the Fae, the realms have been open and the deities have been pouring into the mortal realm. Many have been inert and not doing anything, but some have been trying to wage a war, trying to get a foothold, and some have been doing very well. Deals are being made with the humans, the deities, everything in between. It's a good time not to be in the mortal realm. That's what's nice about the Fae, is it has freed it up for movement, and well, many people have traveled here. Some of the Fae realms have been collapsing without their hosts.
Which hosts or which realms have you heard collapse?
Specifically, we know that there was some corruption in anything that was associated with Soon, unfortunately. Some of the other larger realms, Cinderlin, as it was once called, has become a place of violence and horror. I mean, it was never a great place to be, but in the last time period, as we call it, it has fallen apart, and now it is nearly intraversible. There's a few other realms. Solace's Sanctuary, as it was once called, it's completely void. Attempting to jump there will end you in the astral sea, where you can be lost for decades or more.
Yeah.
Now, what else can I do for you? What do you need? Are you looking to leave?
I know that the situation here is tenuous. I know you guard this area so that people can have refuge. We have to go back to the mortal plane, and unfortunately, we can't stay and help you keep these people safe, but I think there's something we can do to help, and I wanted to offer you a chance.
I would really appreciate that after the loss of my guards, looking at Ildren as if he did it.
Everything's Ildren's fault.
Finding warriors has been difficult. Most of the warriors who had any kind of a fighting spirit or fighting sense have been swept up by one of the deities. Being loyal to one of them and having the ability to fight has been a commodity. It does not leave a lot for us, and unfortunately it's made us very weak and vulnerable.
Do you have anyone here that you trust? Anyone here that helps take care of stuff when you're away guarding or on a mission?
I trust everybody here, but as far as competency goes, there's only a few fighters and they're not particularly adept. As far as the ability to run things, I mean, we have a simple economy, but it does work. There's a few traders that we don't trust, but we do business with. They have links to the mortal realm and beyond. What is your intent here? What are you trying to do?
I can maybe offer you a way to find more warriors, potentially. But it would require you to leave here to do so, and I'm wondering, I guess, if there's someone, a second in command, just in case.
No, I don't have much of a second in command, but yes, there are people I could turn things over to if I had to go on a short-term mission.
Would you be willing?
Of course, yeah. To find warriors, would they be open to my cause? Would they... I mean, if you have an in with these warriors, I'd be very excited to meet them. You all are very formidable, and finding more people like you is very enticing.
They would probably be receptive. You might have to do a bit of convincing, but I imagine you're good at that.
Well, I mean, I couldn't convince the axe to spare my face, but outside of that, I've done pretty well.
Okay, I think that I believe you could convince them. You'd have to do a short little, trip away. So whenever you're ready, just let me know. We're gonna probably be leaving today, so this is soon.
Yeah, I'd be ready to go whenever. What are you thinking? What are you wanting? How do I get there? Do you have the ability to traverse the realms?
We have a couple different ways of traversing the realms. I would just send you there. Unfortunately, I can't take all of us. It's kind of a limited ability, so I wouldn't be able to send you with anyone. You'd have to go alone.
I've done very well alone before, and after your attack, staring at Ildren again, I ended alone and did just fine. I'm not so worried about being alone. I'm worried about leaving my people without fighters. I need to replace the ones we've lost, and if you have a team, a group of fighters looking for a cause, yes, I want this opportunity.
You'd be willing to go if I...
Yes, of course, I'd be willing to go to recruit these fighters.
I hold out my hand to shake her hand as I ask that.
Okay, when are we leaving? And she shakes your hand and immediately disappears.
Oh, thank God. Alright, I immediately walk behind the desk and start just going through it and looking for papers to do with Azuria or anything to do with Tir Nacht or any sort of relation. I just want to know if she has any sort of correspondence across the plains with where I'm from, or if there's no connection at all. I'm just...
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation roll, Yosara. Roll me a d4.
I didn't think that was going to work. I was scared.
2. You get yourself a new spell.
Ooh.
So you may pick anything including a cantrip that is on your spell list and go ahead and add that to your character sheet. If you need help doing that, just tell me what spell you've chosen and I'll add that for you. As Titania says, good. You will be rewarded for this one.
Bitch! Just teleported the other girl away. Oh my god!
All right, with
I wanted to ask questions, but I was like, I don't want to interrupt. I want to watch the artist's work.
Artistry at work is beautiful.
normally I would make you roll persuasion rolls, but you were so convincing with all of that stuff, just in what you were saying, and you weren't lying, and just.
I was
On
very
point,
careful to
baby.
not lie.
I had no.
On
You
point.
and also when I wrote this character, you were playing right to everything she wanted, so you had a really good read on that. All right, with that was
It's
you know what
kitty cat love.
that was
It's kitty cat
amazing
love.
role playing. That really was just in every way. You just went down the list. That was great.
Check mark.
Sacrifice.
I'm really worried that it's not going to work.
Yeah, Ildrin, as you rifle through the papers, there's not much in the way of papers, just small counts of people. There's 3,300 people here, most of them farmers. There's a few people listed as traders/travelers, and it has loyalty and question mark kind of circled around them. Getting the feeling that whoever these traders and travelers are, they're not well trusted, but they do deal in gold. They deal in silver, and they deal in slaves.
Oh. Would explain.
Yeah. And with that, Sana, you are at the weapons dealer.
Yay!
What are you trying to do?
I am trying to sell a fine sword that was acquired in the
Okay.
astral plane first.
Yeah, as you hand out the fine sword, the weapons merchant, he looks at this and he's like, "Wow, this is a very impressive blade. Did you make this yourself?"
Acquired.
I don't need to know what that means. Okay, yeah, I'd be more than willing to give you 200 gold for this. Or we could do a trade of items. Is there something in my shop you're looking at?
So I appreciate the 200. I pull out my long sword and I lay it down and I say, "This is my current weapon. I'm looking for something better. Should you?"
He
have it."
looks at that and notices the notch, making it vicious. A weapon that deals a critical on 19. He goes, "This is a very impressive weapon. I have some that will deal more damage as they are heavier and sharper, yet I don't have anything that has quite these kind of markings. So you would lose your critical on 19, but you could do more damage."
I see. May I have a look at them?
Of course, yeah. And he hands you a longsword that has a fire enchantment. Does 1d6 fire damage with every hit. Basically a standard longsword, so it would do the same amount of damage, except you would get a 1d6 fire damage, though. You would not crit on a 19.
Right. And
Um,
how much
yeah.
is this sword by itself without a trade?
500 gold.
Gotcha.
But give me the sword and 300 and it can be yours. He also has he has a couple of spears and ranged weapons and a few other things that are not longsword related, though. That has been your favorite weapon.
Right.
He has daggers that you could use for throwing.
I'm not very good at throwing. Do you mind?
He has a great axe, which would be a powerful weapon, though you would not be able to wield it with your shield, and a great sword, which again you would have to drop your shield to wield it.
Right, I know. Do you mind holding that long sword with fire damage for a moment? I would like to reevaluate my armor before I make a decision, as I am trying to prepare for war.
Sure. He's still holding the fine sword. What would you like me to do with this?
I would like to sell that to you and take the 200 and then come back and acquire that, if that's all right.
Okay, so he starts counting out 200 gold.
Let me take the fine sword just in case. I'll take it for now, since I know your price, and the combination of having that and then giving you 300 for that sword. I'm gonna hold on to this while I go check out my armor, because
He's very confused, but he hands you the sword back. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, hand me the sword back. I'll be back with it if I make the decision to. Yeah. Anyways, let me go over to look at armor.
Okay, as he hands you the sword back, you see there's a couple of guards here. They're not very well equipped, but they start looking at you and pointing. And then you see two more guards looking at you and pointing and whispering to each other. And then one of them runs back and starts gathering more followers and people, and a small mob of people starts to form. What are you doing now, Sana?
Joy! Patience. Sana's gonna kind of be a little blunt-handed about this, and she's just gonna walk over to the armory. Like, are they forming a circle around me, or am I able to move through the
They're forming a mob. Dozens or more of them, and they're outside of the market area, but that's only for now. So what are you doing? You're going back to the weapons dealer?
I was going to go to the armory and see if he had better armor, but now I just turn back to the weapons dealer. I'm like, you know what? Let me get that 200 gold, and I slide the fine sword to him, and that's going to be all I'm going to have for today. Thank you.
He snatches the sword and hands you a bag of gold and says, I think you should go. I think you should go.
Yeah, I'm getting the same vibes. Thank you for doing business with me. I'm going to head out the other way and hopefully avoid people immediately rushing to the area that I know Yosara and Ildren are at.
Okay. As you rush to that area, go ahead and give me an investigation check just real quick.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I kind of run a little bit away from I'm not running, but I'm like kind of power walking away.
Jogging. Then the mob is forming up. They're over here. With a 13. Never mind.
18.
Oh, sorry. I was looking at the wrong number. 18, yeah. As you're running out of there, go ahead and add 100 gold to your inventory.
Oh, did I not add 200? I just added 200.
Add 100 gold, as you were in a hurry, had betrayed him as your followers of the wrong god, and now there's a mob coming at you. He stiffed you for 100 gold.
Of course. Don't worry. If I have to, I'll kill him later. Thanks.
The mob is now forming up. They're 30 people strong. Only a couple of actual town guards, which were those archers that you saw you guys' way through, no problem. But they are forming up with dozens of other civilians. With that, you hear them start chanting for Teresa. Ildren and Yosara, what are you guys doing as you hear them chanting for Teresa, looking for their leader?
Oh, wonderful.
We are going to leave, close the door behind us quietly. I want to go around so that we're not like visibly coming directly from her office. Does that make sense?
Sure, a few people see you, but they're not part of the mob, and they just don't say anything, but they're like, okay, some people coming from her office / home.
You said mob. Is there a lot of people chanting?
Yes,
there's a group of people, and at the center of it is some young 20-year-old doe-eyed girl with tears in her eyes. And from a distance, you get the feeling when she said, I won't tell anyone, and took the 20 gold, she wasn't being honest.
Even with a +6, my charisma didn't work. Are you serious?
It was... Yeah, you rolled a 7. Which was 13, but...
No, so it's 13.
No.
Wow, okay.
You rolled a 13, but the way I saw it, you had just betrayed her god and basically told her everything in her life was wrong. Most people are going to have a lot of trouble accepting that.
Interesting.
I mean, we were gods too, though, so...
Right, yeah, sure.
Never meet your heroes.
Didn't you say that? I feel like
yep.
the DM's actually quoting you now.
No, yeah, I remember saying that.
So now the mob has formed on your guys' side of the river. The well, you know where it leads is closest to them. What are you guys doing as things seem to be escalating very quickly?
Joy.
Put my hood up. I put that fucking hood up, and I tried to reconvene with these two as fast as possible and say,
I'm
okay.
Right up to them and say, well, I just got stiffed because a mob is forming right behind us. Wonderful.
We just need to find out the well that will take us as close as possible to the mortal realm and then get the fuck out, right?
Is it okay? Fine. Fine.
Right?
The Mudlands or Warriors Playground? Where are they?
Okay. I like drag the other two around this corner so the mob can't see us.
Yeah, roll investigation or perception.
Everybody? Or
And just use Sarah because she seems to be in charge right now. Okay, even not amazing roll, that well you're at right now is actually to the Warriors Playground. Hence why there are 3 armed creature guards around it, signifying that this is where the Warriors come from.
Alright, that makes my plan way easier. Alright, that's the well we need. That goes to Warriors Playground. We just gonna leave? Maybe time
Now,
to
just
get out.
out of curiosity, are we sure that it's probably still running?
I have no idea.
All right, fine. Geronimo.
Alright, so the plan. We land, we grab hands, we take the key to the mortal realm. That, like, we're just popping up,
You
right?
got it ready to go?
I'll, like, fish it out of my bag.
All right, let's do this.
all right.
Oh,
Okay.
link arms with everybody.
And you all jump into the well, and a few seconds later, I'm going to go ahead and remove the map. You guys disappear and reappear, getting a long rest if you had needed one, which you don't, in the Warriors Playground. You smell the sand, you smell the blood, you smell just this place. Is there anything you want to do here, or are you keying right to the mortal realm?
We're still holding hands and someone's holding a key. We're gone, baby. We're gone.
Going right to the mortal realm.
Yeah.
Okay. You teleport to the mortal realm and you appear in the same little tiny wood, it was actually white brick shack, but this time it's covered in moss and algae. It's got plants growing through it, and just by the wear and tear on the walls, it hasn't been weeks, it hasn't been months, it's been at least a century since you've been gone. Easily 100 years have passed, probably more. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end things tonight with you guys back in the mortal realm, understanding more about what was going on and the fact that there's a war between the gods and the mortals. And just because I'm a really nice guy, you're going to go ahead and get a level up as you have exited the Fey realm.
Yay, level up.
So with that, we're going to go ahead and just do the level up procedures, as Sana has dropped from the game already. Sana, I can level up you another time if you want. Let's just, Yosara, what do you want as far as class goes?
I'm going to end it here.
Well,
Everybody say
What's
bye,
that?
stream.
fast stream.
Bye, stream. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. We love you guys so much. Come see us next Wednesday. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you like the videos. Bye.